It's time for high school football, presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network. The best Stark County football is heard right here all season long. Whether you're in a car, at home, or on the go, the action is live on Q92 and streaming on the Q92 Facebook page, X, and our YouTube channel. Now, let's take you live to the stadium and our broadcast team for tonight's kickoff on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
Here they go! Touchdown!
It's hard to believe that it's week 9 already here, and we are in for a Pac-7 battle between the visiting 5-2 Indians of Northwest and the 3-5 Falcons of Fairless. I'm Mike Dixon, joined by Ryan Rowland in the booth for Q92 Sports Network, presented by Sarshone Auto Group. Northwest comes into tonight's game with 4-0 record in the Pac-7, sitting at 7th in Region 13. The Indians were able to grind out a 13-12 win in Week 8 over Tuslaw. The Indians' offense has been led all season long by QB Braden Venables with 834 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, but 7 INTs. He also has 285 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. His number 1 target on the season is playmaker at receiver Logan Allman with 365 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. But the guys that get the offense rolling are 4 young men that split time in the backfield. Joey Medore, who has 108 carries and 607 yards and 5 touchdowns. Connor Stevenson, 43 carries, 260 yards and 1 touchdown. Kellen Renford has 24 carries, 138 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and Jacob Garber has 14 carries for 132 yards and 1 touchdown. Fairless comes into Week 9 0-4 in the Pac-7 and 3-5 on the season, getting wins over Sandy Valley, Waynedale, and Tusky Valley. Falcons are coming off a 31-14 loss in Week 8 against Canton South. Falcons' offense this season is led by a stout backfield with Troy McVicker with 59 carries, 344 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jack Kirby has 44 carries for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. QB Mikey Rittenback also is a playmaker with 208 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, but he's not just a running QB. He has 1,633 passing yards in the season and 16 touchdowns, but he has 12 INTs on the season. Both teams are ready to kick off the ball here in Week 9 for this Pac-7 battle between Northwest and Fairless. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. We'll be back right after this.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
When the job calls for skill, reliability, and a team that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, call Dirty Hands Excavating. Family owned and operated by Marine. Dirty Hands is a proud IBEW and NECA, bringing you quality work with honest values. Done right, call the Dirty Hands at 330-327-3487. That's 330-327-3487. Dirty Hands, a contractor who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty for a brighter future.
Looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Brewster Cheese, the largest Swiss cheese manufacturer in the country, is hiring energetic production team members in Brewster, Ohio. Enjoy competitive wages, amazing benefits, a free on-site clinic, fitness center, seasonal lunches, family holiday parties, and so much more. Join a team that values hard work and a great environment. Apply today at 800 Wabash Avenue South, Brewster, Ohio. That's 800 Wabash Avenue South. Brewster Cheese is where your future begins.
RG Drag, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. upon completion. RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group, Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
It's a late season EBC battle tonight here in Beloit as the 7-1 West Branch Warriors host the 3-5 Carrollton Warriors here on Sports Network. Carrollton comes into tonight's game on a 2-game losing streak in the EBC after consecutive losses and Salem. Their lone EBC victory was in Division III Region 11. Carrollton is currently sitting at the 14 spot. And of course, with changes in the playoffs this year, they've got to get up to the 12 spot to get in. Carrollton does not control its own destiny. They'll need to win out and get help if they'd like to get into the playoffs. And they'll be leaning heavily on their senior quarterback, the 6'4", 205-pound Hunter Allison, who's been one of the leaders throwing it and running the ball this season. Of course, the ground game's truly junior running Kiko, whose name you'll hear a lot tonight. As for the West Branch Warriors, they're in great shape right now. They're currently at the 2 seed in Division IV Region 13. They also haven't lost since week 1 at Canfield and are undefeated in EBC play, led by senior quarterback Grady Hurst, who's thrown for over 1,900 yards this season, 20 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. And senior wide receiver J.R. Thomas, who's collected 46 catches for 705 yards this season. Touchdowns. And you can hear all the action at 7 right here on the Q92 Sports Network. Carrollton and West Branch. For Q92 Sports, I'm Christian Bigglesworth.
Good evening, everyone. It is week 9 of this Ohio high school football season on the Q92 Sports Network, brought to you by the Sarshone Auto Group. I'm Jay Wilhelm, and I'm live inside Wakefield Stadium in Perry Township as the Perry Panthers take on the Green Bulldogs in this Federal League showdown. The Bulldogs and Panthers have been headed in opposite directions the last few weeks. Green comes in with a record of 3-5, 2-3 in conference play. They have won back-to-back games for the first time this season, as they seem to have found themselves late in the season. Led by star quarterback Tyson Hunka, the Bulldogs had their breakout game in Week 7 by dominating Glen Oak 51-24. Then last week got their signature win of the season by defeating a very good Louisville team 27-14. Perry comes into tonight sitting at 4-4, 1-3 in conference play. After a blazing hot start to the season under first-year head coach Spencer Leno, the Panthers have come back down to earth, having lost their last 2 games, albeit to 2 of some of the toughest opponents on their entire schedule in Austintown Fitch and the Hoover. They are led by an opportunistic defense and rushing attack. They will look to get back into the win column tonight and finish the season strong. Join myself and my broadcast partner, Mike Voorhees, as we'll have the call live with kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Bulldogs versus Panthers tonight live from Wakefield Stadium. I'm Jay Wilhelm with the Q92 Sports Network.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton with 34 amazing local vendors. You'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
When the job calls for skill, reliability, and a team that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, call Dirty Hands Excavating. Family owned and operated by Marissa and Brandon Carl, Dirty Hands is a proud IBEW and NECA contractor, bringing you quality work with honest values. So when you want it done right, call the pros who care. Dirty Hands at 330-327-3487. That's 330-327-3487. Dirty Hands, a contractor who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty for a brighter future.
Looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Rooster Cheese, the largest Swiss cheese manufacturer in the country, is hiring energetic production team members in Brewster, Ohio. Enjoy competitive wages, amazing benefits, a free on-site clinic, fitness center, seasonal lunches, family holiday parties, and so much more. Join a team that values hard work and a great environment. Apply today at 800 Wabash Avenue South, Brewster, Ohio. That's 800 Wabash Avenue South. Brewster Cheese is where your future begins.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
The Massillon Tigers are one of the most accomplished high school football programs in the country. They've won 25 Ohio State titles, with the most recent coming just 2 years ago, and have been recognized by the Associated Press as high school football national champs 9 times. And they've also won 8 or more games in a year since 2016. So this season has been considered as an up and down year in Tiger Town. With all games so far coming at home, they've had a 21-14 win over Ohio powerhouse St. Edward, but have also dropped an uncharacteristic 34-2 loss versus a team from Canada. All in all, it results to a 5-3 record through 8 games for the Tigers, but Massillon comes into tonight's annual home matchup with the Warren G. Harding Raiders, winners of 2 in a row, and things are looking up. Last week, Massillon took down the Cornerstone Christian Warriors out of San Antonio 45-20. A player to watch for tonight is running back Xavier Owens. If he rushes for 140 yards this evening, then he will eclipse 1,000 yards on the year. On the other sideline, the Raiders come in with a record of 3-4 and have dropped their last 2. Last Friday, they lost to Cardinal Mooney by the final of 7-3. With an injury to quarterback James Jones, Harding has become a run-heavy team, and a name that will be called into the microphone to 10 tonight will be Mekhi Brogdon, as the Raiders running back has over 300 yards and 6 touchdowns on the year. A week from tomorrow will be the Tigers matchup with McKinley. Can Massillon head coach Nate Moore get his team to 6-3 heading into Canton next Saturday? Or will the Road Raiders play spoiler? Find out at 7 o'clock as Robert Coleman and I will bring you all the action. From Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon, Matt Corrali, the Q92 Sports Network.
Canton-McKinley looks for its 7th straight win as it visits Jackson. The Bulldogs clinched at least a share of their 4th straight Federal League crown last week with a 24-21 win over Lake. The win also clinched a playoff spot for the Pups, who are 3rd in Division I, Region 1. Kylan West had over 100 yards and a touchdown again last week and leads the league in rushing with 960 yards. Quarterback Trent Hayden has thrown at least one TD pass in each game. He threw for 191 yards and a score on 17 for 22 against Lake. Darius Hill caught 10 passes for 106 yards and a score. The McKinley defense continues to impress, holding opponents to just over 15 points per game. DB Lanaz Brown returned an interception for score against the Blue Streaks. Jackson held off a stubborn Glen Oak team last week, 21-10, for its 4th win in 5 games. Federal League's 2nd leading rusher, Corey Jacobs, ran for 154 yards and 2 TDs, while junior quarterback Carter Mulliman threw for 2 scores. Jacobs has 6 straight 100-yard games after being moved from wide receiver. Mulliman has filled in well for starter Lucas Eckerman, who could be back this week after missing 2 games with a concussion. Leading receiver Max Cowles has 26 catches for 439 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Polar Bears are giving up more than 25 points per game in league play and have given up more than 30 points 4 times on the season. They can keep themselves in contention for a share of the league title with a win. A Region 1 playoff spot was clinched last week. Jackson broke a 17-game losing streak to McKinley with a 20-7 win in Canton last season, but the Bulldogs got revenge with a 35-32 win at Jackson in playoff action. McKinley leads the all-time series 24-4. The Polar Bears are the hosts again this week. For the Q92 Sports Network, I'm Clint Scroggs.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important benefits that we can offer at Friends and Family Credit Union. Welcome to Family Secure Checking. It offers unrivaled security to protect your everyday finances and purchases, as well as comprehensive identity theft protection and reimbursement coverage, credit file monitoring, benefits for travel, shopping rewards, and cell phone protection that includes repair or replacement for up to 4 phones on your cell phone plan. It's time to bring a friend into the family.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, serves our community with the best selection and the best from Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton with 34 amazing Find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located in Canal Fulton at 365 Towpath Avenue, Northwest, Suite B. A small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is, as they say, homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. 408-77.
It's the penultimate week, week 9 of high school football on Q92 Radiosports.com, and we are at Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown for the Federal League matchup between the 7-1, 3-1 in the Fed North Canton Hoover Vikings and the 6-2, 2-2 in the Fed Lake Blue Streaks. Federal League Championship on the line tonight. For having just that one loss, they need tonight. Who will be next week? And Hoover to win their last 2 games to have a share at the Federal League Championship. The Vikings are coming off a 35-21 win last week over Perry and has them in good shape for postseason play, with Hoover currently 6th in Division II, Region 7. The Hoover offense runs through senior receiver Jack Andes. Andes leads Stark County with 16 touchdowns overall. We'll keep an eye on senior quarterback John Collins, who has been suffering an ankle injury through most of the season. He has still been productive, 5 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks and 13 total touchdowns on the season. After starting off the season 6-0, the Lake suffered 2 straight losses. Last week, 24 loss to King. Despite those 2 losses, 4th in Division II, Region 5. Back Alex Quire has thrown 13 TD passes this season. The offense has been helped along by senior running back Davis Madsen, who has 670 yards and 8 touchdowns rushing on the season despite missing the first 2 games. Last season in Week 9, Hoover beat Lake by a score of 18-17, and then Lake knocked off Hoover in the first round of the playoffs 28-0. Hoover leads the all-time series 21-17. Join me, Ryan Keller, and my broadcast partner, Antonio Hall, for all the action on the Q92 YouTube channel. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock from Blue Streak Stadium in Uniontown. Ryan Keller, Q92 Sports.
Tonight here at the University of Mount Union Caras Stadium, a battle between the 6-2 Alliance Aviators and the 5-3 Minerva Lions. Looking at the Eastern Buckeye Conference, in 1-2, Aviators are 2-1. The Lions actually looking to game losing streak tonight. And we'll see what happens when they kick this one off this evening at 7 o'clock on 1310 WDPN. The Minerva Lions, with that record of 5-3, even if they win out, probably not going to have enough points to make it to the postseason. Meanwhile, Alliance with winning out here this year in 2025. It should get them enough, might even get them a home game, possibly a first round bye. The Aviators are getting it done on both sides of the ball, but we're going to talk about J.R. Jackson. He has been an absolute force this year. 1,974 yards, 19 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. He's run for 553, and he's scored 7 touchdowns on the ground. How about this Minerva team, though? Zach Slates comes in, takes over the program, leads them to 5 wins. They're trying to pick up 6, possibly 7, before the year comes to an end. And here at Mount Union, Minerva kickoff tonight right here on W. I'm Sam Berkman for 1310 WDPN and the Q92 Radio Sports Network.
When the job calls for skill, reliability, and a team that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, call Dirty Hands Excavating. Family owned and operated by Marissa and Brandon Carl, Dirty Hands is a proud IBEW and NECA contractor, bringing you quality work with honest values. So when you want it done right, call the pros who care. Dirty Hands at 330-327-3487. That's 330-327-3487. Dirty Hands, a contractor who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty for a brighter future.
Looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Rooster Cheese, the largest Swiss cheese manufacturer in the country, is hiring energetic production team members in Brewster, Ohio. Enjoy competitive wages, amazing benefits, a free on-site clinic, fitness center, seasonal lunches, family holiday parties, and so much more. Join a team that values hard work and a great environment. Apply today at 800 Wabash Avenue South, Brewster, Ohio. That's 800 Wabash Avenue South. Brewster Cheese is where your future begins.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
I am Ryan Rowland. We are live with Q92 Sports. I'm joined by Northwest head coach John DeMarco. Coach, let's talk about how was this week's practice?
Good. We had a good week of practice. Kids kind of excited with the close win last week and came out and have worked hard.
All righty, Coach. You're facing the Fairless team that's better than its record shows. What stands out the most to you about them in the film?
About Fairless, they do so many things offensively. They're very multiple. They run a lot of formations, a lot of motions, a lot of shifts, and just try to outflank you and get you out of position. They break the huddle. They get the line of scrimmage real quick and see if you can recognize the formation, and they run plays. And they got some good skill kids, and they can make plays.
All right, Coach. As we talk about the game tonight, what are some things offensively and defensively that your Indians need to do tonight?
Well, we need to take care of the football. We, high school football, I think a lot of times just comes down to turnovers. So we got to win the turnover battle. We need to do that. Defensively, we can't get up the big play. They got a couple of guys that are capable of making big plays. We got to make sure we get them tackled and we make them snap it again. And then offensively, we need to control the football a little bit and finish our drives.
All right, Coach. Week 9 here. A lot of people talking about that Week 10 matchup. But how are you keeping your Indians locked and focused on this week and not overlooking the Fairless Falcons?
Well, we always try to just look week to week. So this week isn't any different than any other weeks we had. And I thought we did a good job last week. We were able to win 13-12 against Tuslaw. And Tuslaw is a very good team, and we thought they were very good. We get a lot of film on teams now. We can watch them play. And we thought Tuslaw was a lot better than what their record was, and they were. And they gave us all we wanted. I think we were lucky to get a win out of that game last week. So we watched film, and we got to prepare who we're going against. And I think our kids prepared this week. And I don't think they're looking ahead. I think we're looking to play Fairless Friday night because we know what they're capable of.
All righty, Coach. Lastly, what's been the message all week to your team?
Just keep doing what we're doing and try to get better every day. Win the day, try to make yourself better. We really work hard on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We want to improve those 2 days, and then we want to come out Friday night and play hard and, try to win every Friday night. And we put enough of those together. We're in a pretty good shape at the end of the year.
All righty, Coach. I appreciate your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it.
I am Ryan Rowland, and this is Q92 Sports. I am here with head coach of the Fairless Falcons, AJ Starbaugh. Coach, how was this week's practice?
I thought we had a really good week of practice. Like, our kids are focused. They're excited to be playing a really good Northwest team. We're at home. It's only our third home game of the year. So yeah, I was really pleased with our effort and focus this week.
Coach, I know it's late in the season. Some guys are banged up and bruised up a little bit, just because of week 9. But any big injuries or anything to the team?
Yeah, we've had quite a few injuries this year. So we're figuring all those out. But so like everybody, like you said, it's week 9 and next man up mentality. So we're hoping to get a few guys back, but we don't know if we'll have them back or not yet.
All right, Coach. And tonight, Northwest is rolling into town tonight. What stands out the most to you about this Indians team on film?
Well, they're really well coached. Coach DeMarco does an outstanding job, and I think they're just solid everywhere. Like, I think when you watch them on offense, defense, their linemen are physical. They get on their blocks. Their running backs run hard. Their receivers run good routes defensively. They're always in their gaps. They're fundamentally sound. They tackle well. They run to the football, and their special teams are good. Like, it's really hard to find a weakness on them in any phase of the game.
Coach, as we talk about that, what's some things on offense and defense that you got to do tonight to walk out with a win?
I think the biggest thing offensively is we have to be able to run the football so that way we can dictate tempo and we can throw when we want to throw, not when we have to throw. And by doing that, we'll stay out of third and defensively, we have to stop the run. That's something we've struggled with since we've gotten into pack play, and Northwest loves to run the football. So we need to be able to run the ball, and we've got to be able to stop the run.
All right, Coach. Lastly here, what's been your message all week to keep your guys locked in and focused?
We've just been talking about execution, alignment, assignment, playing the next play. If we do those 3 things, next play mentality, make sure we know our alignment and our assignment, and then go execute. If we do that, then everything else will take care of itself.
All righty, Coach. Thank you for your time tonight, and good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on WDPN.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Fairless High School. We are just about to kick things off for week 9. I'm Mike Dixon once again, joined by Ryan Rowland. Ryan, what a matchup we have coming in here. Both teams are strong in the backfield on their running game. Fairless record really doesn't speak for what they've done all season. And we heard Coach in the interview saying some injuries have piled up and kind of stunted a bit. And then on the other side of the ball, you have North pulling out wins in the last 3 weeks in very, very close games. What can we expect this evening?
Mike, as we talk about the Northwest Indians, for tonight, their keys to win the games. We got the finished offensive drives. They got to kick extra points. They had to make them. They had to make the field goals. They had to control the ball. They had to have their playmakers make the plays early on in the game and not wait like they have been the last few weeks and get in that third quarter where they've been striving. For the Fairless Falcons, they got to control the clock like Coach said. They got to keep the offense of the Indians off the field. They got to control the ball. They got to win the penalty battle. And they got to play physical football. And they got to air it out and get the DBs for the Indians sleeping there.
All right, so both teams are making their way out. And big thing, I think, tonight, Ryan, are going to be turnovers. Both quarterbacks are prone to throw those, as we've seen a couple do in big parts of the game. Venables here and there, and also for Fairless's Ritterbeck. He has a lot of interceptions on the season so far also.
Yeah, we're going to might see some turnovers. I really think the Indians are going to come out and they're going to try to run the ball heavily. Like we said, we got 5 running backs, a whole tribe of Indians with over 130-some yards. Venables is one of them. You know, he can kill you with your arm, he can kill with your leg. Now, with throwing interceptions, the one best thing about it is they're trying to make plays, and they're young kids. So, hats off to them for going out there, but at the same time, you got to watch making the silly mistakes to help your team win.
Yeah, and I think it's going to come down to ball control, as we said in our pregame interviews. Both teams talking about ball control this evening. We saw last week Northwest has a tendency on the first quarter to really struggle and give up a lot of yards defensively. And then offensively, they seem to march their way down, and they just can't pop it in once they get in the red zone. Also, the last few weeks for Northwest, I think penalties have been a huge issue, pushing them back and forth after the big plays.
Oh, yeah. You know, the penalties line side, I'm pretty sure they were at 6 for 65 yards or something like that. And it's something you got to stop, especially with the team tonight, because everything's riding on the line for these Indians. You know, undefeated in pack play. They're trying to seal that deal and get a conference championship. Fairless, they're out here just to play football tonight. And, mostly it's dangerous when teams are out here just to play football and not have to worry about anything else.
All right, so we are all teed up. Northwest won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so that means Fairless will receive. Back deep for the Falcons is number 1, and number 9, Vincent Brown. Kick is off and deep. And Brown able to grab it. He is up to the 20-yard line, makes a man miss, out to the 25, and just brought down short of the 30-yard line. Is where the Fairless Falcons will take over for the first time on offense. Leading their offense out onto the field for their first drive is Mikey Rittenbeck. Just unbelievable quarterbacking leader out there for the Falcons.
Yeah, Ritterbeck is out there, 1,600 yards, 66 QB rating, and 3 touchdowns this year.
So pistol formation, twins to his right, man in motion. Handoff up the middle. There's a flag on the play. That handoff was number 5, Peter Snavely. So first play of the game, we have a flag down. Looks like so it looks like we had an illegal shift there on the Falcons. So 5 yards on the penalty. A repeat. Falcons break the huddle. Pistol formation. Twins to Ritterbeck's left. Snap is back. Handoff again. Right around the end. Has a little bit of running room. Lowers his shoulder. And he is able to get just past their original line of scrimmage. So about a gain of 6 on the play.
Over the left side.
Number 28 on that carry. Pistol formation once again. Ritterbeck puts his man in motion. Snap is back. Handoff once again over to the right side. Lowers his shoulder. Gain of about maybe 1.5 on the carry. McVicker, the ball carrier on that one.
Yeah, for our listeners out there, Mick Vicker is actually wearing number 28 tonight instead of number 20.
Tackle made by Garber.
Jacob Garber in on that tackle. You will hear that name a lot on the defensive side of the field. So pistol formation for third down. Looking to throw, has a man in the flat. Trying to get that extra room, and he is shoved out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. That is enough for a Falcons first down. On that reception was number 1, Cameron Carl. Brought down by number 34, Connor Stevenson.
Carl, good for a Falcon first down.
Falcons break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Single running back in the backfield. Snap is back, hand off to McVicker again. Has a little bit of running room, and he is up for about a 7 on the play. Brought down by number 7 for Northwest, John Campbell.
You know, this year so far, Troy McVicker has 344 yards, averaging 5.8 yards a carry, and has 1 touchdown.
Second down and 2 here for the Falcons. Ball at mid. Snap is back. Rettenbach going to keep it enough for the first down. Or brought down by number 34, Connor Stevenson. He is brought down at the 45-yard line. That is enough for a Falcon first down. 9:43 left here in the first quarter.
You know, as we look at Northwest defense here, Connor Stevenson has 36 solo tackles, 41 assists, 8 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks for the year.
Rettenbach hands it off to McVicker. McVicker has room to run. Brought down after about a 7-yard gain. Looks like brought down by number 14, Lincoln Blake.
Tackle made by Garber.
Garber in there to assist him. So Falcons break the huddle. 2nd and 2. Rittenback scanning the defense. Man in motion is McVicker. Rittenback going to keep it himself. Has a little bit of a hole, but he is met right at the line of scrimmage. Close. And it looks like they are going to spot the ball and first down. So Falcons moving their first drive.
Yeah, and this is the kind of defense that we've seen from the Indians here, usually in the last 5 games that we've watched them and caught their games. Is they're slow to start their first quarter. My bad.
So Fairless pistol formation. McVicker in motion. Snap is back. Hand off to McVicker to the left side. He is met at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Brought down by number 7, John Campbell.
McVicker up the middle for a short gain.
You know, John Campbell's another great guy for this Northwest Indians defense. 30 solo tackles, 25 assists, 2 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. One of the great things about the Northwest defense is there's a lot of guys with a lot of assists. These guys fly to the ball at all times.
So pistol formation once again. Twins to his right. Snap is back. He's going to drop back, roll out to the right, looking to throw. He is pressured, and he is brought down in the backfield. Looks like he was brought down by number 53, Jeremy Caudill.
Quarterback thrown for a loss. Campbell on the tackle, third down.
Campbell in there to assist him. So it is third down and 11 for the Falcons. 6:55 left to go in the first quarter. Man in motion. Rettenbach looking to throw. He is rushed by Garber. Garber brings him down in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Big sack for the Northwest Indians. And that brings up 4th down for Fairless.
Yeah, another guy for the Northwest defense is Garber. 36 tackles, 26 assists, 3 tackles for loss, and now 2 sacks on the year.
So Fairless brings out the punt team here on 4th and 16. Almond is back deep for the Indians. Snap is back. Kick is up. It is a high kick. They're just going to let it roll into the end zone for a touchback. And that's where Northwest will take over on 1st down.
Now it's going to be very fun to see how this Northwest comes out on offense here. Are we going to see that wing tee where they give everybody the ball? Are we going to see an open backfield? Or are we going to see some wheel outs or some bubble screens here?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Venables and his team does. Looking to the sideline for their play from their coaching staff. And they are starting out in the wing tee. Snap is back. Hand off to Joey Medor, looking for some room. He is met at the line of scrimmage with nowhere to go. Offensive line just could not get a push there for Northwest.
And Joey Medor is a guy, once you get him going, he's going.
He is brought down by number 56, Caleb Rudderbush. So Northwest back to the line of scrimmage. Snap is back to Venables. Looking for that bubble screen, completed to number 2, and he picks up about 4 yards on the reception. The reception is Abram Lazarus. So that'll move the ball and bring up 3rd and 6 for the Indians. Hunter there on the tackle for the Falcons. So 3rd down, 5:06 left to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 6 ball on the Indians' own 24-yard line. Pistol formation for Northwest. Venables in motion. Snap is back, looking to throw to Almond. Almond has a little bit of room with that bubble screen. Oh, there's a flag on the play. It was enough for the 1st down, but it looked like it was a holding play on that lead blocker out there.
Yeah, they're going to get him for that lead blocker right there. It's all about hand position on where you had your guy up. You got to watch your hands at all times.
And it is holding on the Indians, so that'll push them back. That always seems to happen the last few weeks, right when they get that big play to get the 1st down and get things rolling. They have been getting called for holding so far. So a couple quick score updates. McKinley just scored that 7-0 over Jackson in the first quarter, and Massillon just scored 7-0 over Harding. So 3rd down and 13 for the Indians. Venables gets the snap, looking to throw the bubble screen, and it is dropped. Lazarus had a little bit of running room, but he looked upfield before he had the possession. It brings up 4th down for the Indians. So the punting team is coming back out. Back deep for Fairless is number 1, Cameron Carl, and number 9, Bronson Brown. Garber is set to punt for the Indians. Snap is back. Punt is up. Nice deep kick. Brown is going to grab it at about the 45-yard line. Has a little bit of room, and he is up to the other side of the field, the opposite 45-yard line, where he is brought down by number 26 for the Indians, Josh Golke. So Fairless comes out for their second possession here with 4:30 left in the first quarter. So it is 1st and 10 Falcons. They're going to mark the ball just over the 45-yard line. Ritterback in pistol formation. McVicker behind him. We have a flag on the play. We're going to get encroachment on defense.
You know, it's one of those things we talked about the Northwest Indians last week is, you know, they got a couple encroachments last week, and it's all great and dandy, but those defensive linemen got all that weight, all that pressure on their fingertips, and they also got to watch out how far they're lining up over that ball.
You know, I think that it was almost lining up in the neutral zone more than it was encroachment, but he did give that encroachment symbol. So, first down and 5. Snap is back. Retterbeck's going to keep it himself along the right-hand side, and he has brought down flag once again on the play. Gain of 4, but we'll see what it is. It is in the vicinity of holding, and it is going to be holding against Fairless. So that'll push him back, and we'll try first down once again, Ryan.
You know, right now, both teams are at 15 yards.
So our officials are backing him up here.
You know, and this is one of the things that, you know, AJ Starbaugh talked about in that pregame interview was they got to make the plays and not put them in positions like this, because that Northwest defense will tear them apart if they keep letting them be in the game.
Our 1st and 16. Fairless comes out in the pistol formation, trips right, man in motion. They're setting up for that bubble screen all day and knocked down almost. Intended receiver was Cameron Carl. And John Campbell able to get in there and break it up.
And you know, John Campbell got in there pretty quick, and he didn't even try to act on it to get the interception. It was more of a, I'm going to put my body in the way to get an incomplete pass here.
Yeah, he stuck his arm out there and just kind of dove in the way, but they read it beautifully. So it brings up 2nd down and 16 for Fairless. Empty backfield for them. Hand off on that jet sweep. He's got a lead blocker and a little bit of room, but on the play as Cameron Carl. He is brought down by Garber.
Bring up 3rd down, 12.
So it is 3rd and 12. Ball on the 45-yard line. 3:50 left to go in the first quarter. Fairless breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage, shotgun formation. 2 receivers split to each side. Snap is back. Rettenbach looking to throw. He has all the pressure. Beautiful screen set up, but it is read beautifully. Able to bring him down right before he got to the line of scrimmage. So McVicker was the intended receiver, able to catch that, but John Campbell did a beautiful job of reading that play.
You know, that's one of the things we talk about the Northwest Indians is their defensive staff does a great job coaching these guys to watch them film. And, you know, defensive linemen, you got to watch out, because if the offensive lineman lets you go, there's a reason why.
So it's 4th and 14. Fairless is punting. Back deep is Almond. He is just going to let that one sail. And that is going to be downed by Fairless about the 13-yard line.
About where they started the first offensive drive.
Yep. So Northwest comes drive here in the first quarter. 2:44 left to go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. They gave him a couple yards there.
Staley's punt is down to 15, 1st and 10.
Venables brings his offense out onto the field. Back. Fairless. Mador up the middle, able on the carry. For he is brought down by number 55.
Tackle made by Sheets.
Ethan Miller and Sheets also in on the tackle.
You know, the way they line up with this wing tee, it's almost hard to practice during your practice and watch your film who's going to get the ball, because they all so close together. They can just hand off.
Snap is back, hand off to Joey Mador on the left side, has some room to go, and he is just over the first down marker, able to pick up the first down.
So far this game, Joey Medor has with 15 yards.
Tackle by Rotterbush.
So Northwest, same wing T formation. Fairless showing blitz up the middle. Joey Medor able to beat the blitz. Became a couple yards on the carry.
Tackle by Sheets.
Tackled by Sheets on the play. Northwest just not giving Fairless a break, getting right to the line of scrimmage. Snap is back to Venables. Venables handoff to Joey Medor. Has a little bit of room, but he is ankle tackled and brought down after about a gain of 4 on the play.
That's one of the best things too. With Joe, we have Joey Medor. Just wear the defense down and just keep going and going until you break them down.
So it is 3rd and 4, ball on Northwest 32-yard line. Under a minute here left to go in the first quarter. Venables and Northwest taking their time getting to the line of scrimmage. Wing T formation. Handoff to Joey Medor on that left side, lowering his shoulder, able to maybe get 1 on that play. So that brings up 4th down for the Indians. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. It is 4th and 1.
Tackle by Kirby and Benson.
So Kirby and Benson in on the tackles for Fairless. Once again, it is 4th down for Northwest.
With the offense staying out here too, it looks like I bet you rat out here to all.
And it looks like they are just going to let the clock go into the second quarter. Northwest makes their way off the field. So after 1, we are scoreless here at Falcon football field with just a great back and forth first quarter. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. Nobody throwing the big punches yet. But we'll be right back after this.
Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is head coach John DeMarco from Northwest Indians. We're listening to high school football on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, so we are back to start the second quarter here in Fairless. The score 0 between West and Fairless. It is starting to get a little Brian for the first time high school football season.
Hey, we're in week 9. I'll take it.
Most definitely. So I think Northwest is trying to beat how fast they finish a quarter after last week's game, because we are 20 minutes of the first quarter. So snap is back for the punt. Garber to kick. Nice high kick. Nobody back to receive. Ball's going to hit about the 19 and roll for Northwest. And it is going to be downed at about the 14-yard line. This will take over here for the first time in the second quarter. Nice job getting that punt off after Fairless brought the house trying to block it.
Yeah, I think AJ Starball had nobody back there on defense because as far as, I think he thought the same thing I did. And I thought they were going to either have a dummy play or go for that bubble screen right there.
Yeah, and we've seen it before from Northwest and Coach DeMarco. Especially with their trick play on the goal line a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, with their 2 linemen.
So Fairless is going to take over. Renton back and ball on the 14-yard line. Pistol formation. Snap is back. Going for that bubble screen to the outside. He is bottled up. Maybe a gain of 1. That receiver is Cameron. Reception.
Ritterbeck's pass to Carl is complete. Bring up second down.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 8. Or sorry, 2nd and 7. Fairless breaking the huddle. Ritterbeck has 2 men in motion. Snap is back. Hand off to McVicker, trying to get to the edge. Nowhere to go. You know who is there to bring him down. It is Connor Stevenson. Man, Connor Stevenson on one side, Garber on the other. That is a tough edge to get by on either side.
You know, if you're John DeMarco, you got to love it. And out there, it's almost like having T and Miles Garrett out there on the same team.
Yeah, I'm one of so 2 yards on the play brings up 3rd down. Ball back to the 14-yard line. Ritterbeck single alone in the backfield. Northwest showing blitz, brings the house. Has a man downfield, and it is caught by Fairless. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. He is being chased. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Fairless. Number 9, Bronson Brown, able to take it all the way to the house. Beautiful play by Fairless to be the first to get on the board. An 80-yard touchdown pass to start the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mike, before that play, too, I was watching that middle linebackers there. A lot of confusion in that secondary right there, and it ended up costing him an 80-yard bomb, like you said, to the house.
And it did become a foot race. I mean, he had Devin Simon and Lipkins chasing him, but he was able to make his way into the end zone. So Fairless is set extra point here. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. Fairless getting on the board here this evening for the first time. So statistically, Ryan, that was an 86-yard pass for the Falcons. Just a beautiful post pattern from one side of the field all the way to the next. Rittenbeck finds his man, and it is all legs by number 9, Bronson Brown, able to outrun the Northwest defense to get.
Thing about it, too, is we said there was confusion there. But, you know, earlier this week we were talking, and you brought up last week the Indians only allowed 9 yards of passing. And to let up a big bomb like that. Now we got to see what they're going to do on offense here. They're going to have to open it up, and they might have to get Ty Lipkins in on this because he can punch it. He can punch it just like that kid just did. He can run that ball.
Fairless is here to Northwest, back deep for Northwest. Almond, number 2, Lazarus. Ball is teed up. Kick is up, and it is deep. And it is caught at about the 10-yard line. And he is smacked down at the 20. Only a 10-yard return there for number 3, Christian Breeden.
And they were in there for that tackle, and they laid a nice hit.
Well, it was a really nice job of number 32, Jameis Robinson, the kicker, to put enough air under it to have his kick team. So Venables, heavy form, snap is back, handoff to that right side, and he is brought down just over the line of scrimmage, gain of maybe 1, which will bring up 2nd down.
You know, having guys like Jerry Medora is great on your team, but now you're late in the season. Now a lot of teams are getting a lot of film on him. So you got to open it up a little more than besides him.
So wing T, Venables calling for the ball. Snap is back, blitz is coming. Joey Medora is hammered in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Blitzing was number 56, Caleb Raudebush, able to get in there on the blitz and bring Joey Medora. Brings up 3rd and 11 on the play. Loss of 2.
That's another one they're going to want back because Lazarus over here on closest to us on the sideline, his DB was about 6 to 7 yards off. So so he could have had the bubble there and picked up almost a first down.
So Northwest shotgun for Medora to Venables right. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw, airs it out, and it is almost intercepted out of the hands of Cameron Carl. Read that beautifully. If that would have been picked off, Ryan, that was going to the house. No one in front of him. So that brings up 4th down for the Indians. Pass intended for Allman.
I can say one thing about the Pac-7 is these coaches do a of watching film and picking opponents.
So, big return. Makes a man miss, and he is brought down about the 45-yard line with number 9, Bronson Brown. So it's 1st and 10, Fairless.
Before the last offense with Bronson Brown picked up the 86-yard touchdown pass, he only had 3 attempts for 49 yards this season.
Take over. 1st and 10. Ball on Northwest 46-yard line. Snap is back. Handoff to McVicker around the left side. Scrimmage and brought down.
McVicker the ball carrier.
And he is brought down by Garber. So it's 2nd and 9 after that gain of 1. 8:16 left to go here in the half. Empty backfield. Offense. Snap is back. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go. He's keeping it and going right up the middle. And he is brought down after a gain of 1. Campbell and Garber there to make the tackle. So 3rd and 8.
It's that 3rd and 8. You're in the back of your mind, you're watching Watch the Sticks. You're thinking pass. You're thinking Hudson Brown.
Breaking the huddle. Ritter scanning the field. Man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. Looking to throw. No one's there. He's going to keep it himself. Gets up to the 40-yard line where he is brought down by number 34, Connor Stevenson. And that is not enough for the first down. So it's 4th and 2. Looks like they are going to keep the offense out on the field.
Yeah, I think they reached that part of that field where over is almost as good as a punt as distance-wise. If you're the Indians, you're watching the dummy play. You're watching going on 2. You're watching the ball.
So Fairless looking to the sideline. I have no idea what was going on. Sarbo out there screaming at the official. Out by Fairless here with 6:12 left to go in the second quarter. They're going to talk things over and kind of see. I think they almost wanted to see what Northwest was going to and kind of go from there.
You know, it's almost that let's see what they're going to show and let's see what we can get out of it. On that last offensive play there, before the timeout, I noticed there was a 22 personnel, which is 2 running backs and 2 tight ends in there. So they're getting ready to run that ball, and they were trying to help for extra blockers right there.
So we have a timeout on the field. Hoover 7, Lake nothing. Start of the second quarter. So it's 4th and 3. Ball on the 39-yard line. Retterbeck looking to the sidelines. Looking for that hard count. And his own guys jumped off sides. 2 of the Falcons jumped right off sides. So that's going to push them back. Bring on the punt team.
That might be a saving grace for Johnny DeMarco and his Indians because, man, Cameron Carl, he was flying down that field.
So Almond is back deep to receive the punt. High snap. Almost blocked. Campbell, there's a flag on the play. Ball is going to hit about the 20-yard line and roll. And it's going to be down or the 17-yard line, excuse me. But we do have a flag on the play.
Yeah, he's going to get him for running into the kicker here.
Which is weird because the kicker didn't even budge. He went underneath the kicker.
No, and he got his hands out, and he actually ended up tipping the ball. It's why they had a high, awkward bounce and stuff. But, again, he did not touch the kicker. He did not run into the kicker.
It looks like it might be unfair. Officials are on the northwest sideline. Fairless, that penalty is declined. So it'll bring up first down for the Indians here. 6:02 left to go in the half. Ball on the 17-yard line of Northwest.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get him, running the kicker because Campbell down there arguing that he hit the ball.
Shoved into him, and that's where the flag came. So it is pistol formation for Northwest. Venables barking out some calls. Snap is back. Fake handoff to Medor. Venables is going to throw. Almond out, and he is able to pick up about 4 on the play. That was kind of an awkward play there, Ryan.
Pass is complete.
But the pass is complete.
Nice tackle over there by Hunter.
Yeah, that pass was complete to Almond. But if I'm Venables right there, I am taking it. I'm keeping it because they could have picked up an extra 7 yards.
So a flag is on the play. Antrell Hunter was in on that tackle. Let's see what the flag is. They're waving the flag off. No flag.
I think they're going to try to get Venables for a forward pass, being past the line of scrimmage there. But I think they realized that he was not.
So that brings up 2nd and 6 here for the Indians. Medor and Venables in the backfield. Snap is back. Handoff to Medor. Has a hole, and he picks up enough for the first down for the Indians. Tackled at about the 29-yard line.
So far this half, Joey Medor has 8 carries for 33 yards.
Raudenbush able to bring him down. So Venables lonely in the backfield. Fairless showing blitz. Bubble screen out. Makes one man miss. He's driving his feet, trying to get to that first down marker, and he is shoved out of bounds. That is Lipkins on the reception. And they are going to give him a first down here.
Mike, we haven't seen much of Lipkins since that late game. He's been out there and made a few plays here and there, but not much of a playmaker for them in recent weeks.
Yeah, big defensive play a couple weeks ago, but offensively not a whole lot. So Venables, shotgun. There is a flag on the play. They're going to get offsides on the Indians. That's going to back them up. So bring up 1st and 15 after that penalty. Venables looking to the sideline to get his play.
This is now Northwest's third penalty for 25 yards of this half.
So shotgun formation. Medor to his left. Fakes the handoff. Medor. Screen pass to Joey Medor. Has a little bit of room. Beautiful block. Medor's at the 50, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line of Fairless.
Incredible pass is complete. Tackle made by Pumnio.
Beautiful block there downfield by Joey Caudill to free him up for an extra few yards there. So shotgun formation. Snap is back, fakes the handoff to Medor. Up the middle is Venables, and he is tackled after about a 2-yard gain. 4:59 left to go in the half. Northwest trying to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to run a little bit of a hurry up here.
Venables, the ball carrier. Back on my sheet.
Yeah, tonight Northwest is pretty much running what I call that Oregon offense back when Chip Kelly was there. You know, that running a play every 20 seconds, or at least trying to.
So shotgun formation, Medor to his left. Blitz coming for Fairless. Handoff to Joe Medor on that right-hand side. He is pushing forward, and he is close to that first down marker. Looks like they're going to mark him just shy. Gain of about 9 on the play. So it is 3rd and 1. Venables shotgun, Medor next to him on his left. Snap is back, looking to throw. Venables going to keep it himself, has a first down and more, and he just falls after he gets the first down. Gain of about 6 on the play for Northwest. That'll bring up a first down. 3:53 left to go in the half. Northwest is driving. Vaughn in on the tackle for Fairless. Snap is back. Handoff to Joe Medor on that right-hand side, pushing, driving the pile, and he is brought down after about a 4-yard gain on the play. Brought down by number 3, Keaton Buckler.
Tackle by Sheets and a host. The Falcons run up 2nd down.
So it is 2nd down. Ball on the 27-yard line. 4 yards to go for that first down. Venables empty backfield. Man in motion. Handoff to Amon. Fakes the jet sweep. Going to keep it himself, and he is close to picking up the first down. Beautiful, beautiful keeper there by Venables. Able to read the defense, almost like a read option there on that jet sweep.
And you know what's crazy is every time they line up in that offense, you know, Lazarus is down here close to us on the sideline with, honestly, 5 to 6 yards for a bubble screen right there.
Venables looking to throw. Is going to keep it himself again. Has a little bit of room, but nowhere to go. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. So 2:40 left to go here in the half. Clock is ticking. Northwest in this hurry-up offense. 2nd and 9, so they gave him a yard on the play. Ball on the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation, Medor to his right. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff from Medor, and he is brought down in the backfield. Fairless brought the blitz to number 65 for the Falcons. Grady Vaughn able to get in there and wrap him up.
Yeah, and
So that is a loss of 4 on the play.
That offensive play right there, you know, we had a pulling guard on the far side, and it looked like he missed his assignment because that's who came in and blew up that play.
So Venables looking to the sideline, 1:40.5. It is 3rd and 14. Big third down here for Fairless. Crowd on their feet. Venables looking to throw, and there is a flag on the play. And that is going to be offsides Northwest, so that'll push them back. So it'll be 3rd and 19, 1:30 left to go in the half. Ball on the 31-yard line now.
Yeah, I want to say that offsides there was on Abe Lazarus. Just not checking with the referee to make sure if he was on or off.
So 3rd and long. Venables looking to the sideline for his play. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Fairless showing blitz. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw. Communication and intercepted in the end zone for a touchback. Big interception there by Antrell Hunter. And that is a turnover, big turnover by that Falcons defense right before half. 58 seconds left to go. Fairless will take over, ball on the 20-yard line. And it really looked like just a miscommunication between Lipkins and Venables. Lipkins didn't even turn around yet, and it was thrown to the wrong shoulder, and Fairless able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely miscommunication, but it's one of those things that it's hard to practice when you don't throw that much.
So, Fairless, first down. Snap is back. Rittenbeck going to keep it himself. Has room to run and picks up about 6 on the play. 50 seconds left to go in the half.
And I'm Fairless right now. All I'm doing is I'm going to run the clock out because going up 7-0 on these Indians is a huge win for the first half.
So clock is ticking. 2nd and 3. Taking their time is Fairless. They're just going to let the play clock run down, I think. Nope, they're coming to the line for a play. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 19 on the game clock. Snap is back. Hand off to McVicker, that left side, and he is met in the backfield, but able to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
I think that's about going to do it for the half here.
Garber there to meet him in the backfield. So that'll wrap it up for the first half. Fairless Falcons 7, Northwest Indians nothing. We'll be back after halftime.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
When the job calls for skill, reliability, and a team that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, call Dirty Hands Excavating. Family owned and operated by Marissa and Brandon Carl, Dirty Hands is a proud IBEW and NECA contractor, bringing you quality work with honest values. So when you want it done right, call the pros who care. Dirty Hands at 330-327-3487. That's 330-327-3487. Dirty Hands, a contractor who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty for a brighter future.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. Union employees at Metallus are scheduled to vote on a tentative contract with the Canton-based steelmaker October 30th. United Steelworkers Local 1123 represents 1,200 employees at the company's Canton operations. The union and Metallus announced the tentative 4-year agreement earlier this month. Details were not released. The current contract was set to expire September 22nd, but was extended through October 15th as negotiations continued. A fourth man is charged in a home invasion. 43-year-old Ricky Lee Martin of Canton was arrested in Bainbridge Township and charged with complicity. An Amish man in Geauga County's Middlefield Township told police 3 men had entered his home, robbed him, assaulted him, and his 8-year-old son with a stun gun. The child was able to 4-year-old William Hatfield of Maslin and 36-year-old Randall Cromer of Doylestown kidnapping charges at a 33-year-old Bradford Hosler was arrested in Canton Saturday. He is charged with kidnapping, aggravated robbery, and aggravated burglary. The repository reports the Stark County Board of Elections will tighten ballot proofing after erroneous absentee ballots were sent to 58 voters. Some voters not in the Maslin Public Library District were sent ballots containing a replacement library levy. They were informed their votes on the issue would not be counted. Some voters in the Canton Local School District received ballots for school board with no candidates listed. There are 3 candidates running for 3 seats. Affected voter ballots. A Stark has indicted a man on child sex charges. 24-year-old Joshua Barnes of Jackson Township is charged with 2 counts of conduct with a minor. The indictment was issued in May, and he was arrested Wednesday. Today in common pleas court, he posted bond and was released from the county jail. Barnes allegedly took part in sexual conduct with a girl who was at least 13 years old but under the age of 16. The activity occurred between October 2023 and April 2024. A pretrial hearing is scheduled for October 27th. Robertson Heating Supply has begun expansion of its distribution center in Alliance. A groundbreaking ceremony recently took place for the 93,000 square foot addition. It will be located at Robertson's headquarters on West Main Street. The new facility will serve as a warehouse and storage space and have 24 additional loading docks. Completion is expected by December 2026. The financial procedures of Perry Township's fiscal of an independent review. Trustees agreed to pay attorney Julie Jack Meades to conduct the investigation. The cost will be $10,000. According to the repository, fiscal officer Craig Chesler believes the probe is retaliation for his criticism of the board. In April, trustees gave pay raises to road department employees and issued health savings account cards to township workers. Chesler has served for 6 years and says he balanced budgets. Trustees did not cite specifics related to any wrongdoing or fiscal office or more news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
An East Liverpool man who allegedly used knives to attack a man in the city August 23rd has appeared in court. 27-year-old Grant Goodballet was in Columbiana County Common Pleas Court Tuesday for arraignment. He was indicted on charges of felonious assault, intimidation, and domestic violence for 3 separate incidents. Goodballet is accused of swinging knives at a man on Bank Street. The victim suffered multiple cuts. Goodballet also allegedly called a woman September 21st and told her he would kill the assault victim and his children if he didn't drop charges. Goodballet is accused of pulling a woman's hair while she was driving and throwing a lit cigarette at her in East Liverpool July 21st. A preliminary hearing is set for October 23rd. The Highway Patrol continues to investigate a Thursday crash in Canfield Town. One of their troopers. Around noon, 40-year-old Nicholas Caton responded to Route 11 to assist a disabled semi. The truck's driver had struck an object in the road. Caton was in his cruiser with his emergency lights on when another semi rear-ended his vehicle. The collision sent the cruiser into the disabled truck, hitting the driver. Caton died at the scene. The disabled truck's driver, 65-year-old Nelson Vasquez of Florida, was flown to a local hospital. His condition was not available. The other driver, 35-year-old Ryan Rock of Canfield, was not injured. A Mahoning County Common Pleas Court jury has found a woman guilty of unlawful restraint, child endangering, and domestic violence, but acquitted her of kidnapping. The verdicts were issued Thursday in the case of 51-year-old Stacy Gilmore of Youngstown. The charges were filed after she was arrested by Boardman police in 2023. Gilmore was a 5-year-old child by Children's Services after they discovered evidence of abuse. Sentencing is scheduled 2nd. It's off to jail for a Warren woman convicted in connection with a shooting. 33-year-old Lucretia Green was sentenced Tuesday by Trumbull County Common Pleas Judge Ronald Rice to 2 years behind bars. She pleaded guilty to 1 count of improper discharge of a firearm on or near a prohibited premises, which included a gun specification. The charge resulted from a March 29th incident at a bar on Elm Road Northeast in Howland Township. Green opened fire following an argument with 2 people in the parking lot. A vehicle was struck by bullets. We'll return you to this half of tonight's game, but first a look at the forecast. For the overnight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise partly cloudy and cool, a low of 47. Mostly cloudy. Your Saturday gradually becoming sunny with a high near 77. Saturday night, another chance for showers, mostly cloudy with a low dipping to 62. Sunday, showers and thunderstorms possible during the afternoon, a high of 71. Monday, mostly sunny with a chance of morning showers, a high of 60. For AM 1310 WDPN News, I'm Jeff Mears.
Looking for a job that's more paycheck? Brewster Swiss cheese manufacturer in the country is hiring energetic production in Brewster, Ohio. Enjoy competitive wages, amazing benefits, a free on-site clinic, fitness center, seasonal lunches, family holiday parties, and so much more. Join a team that values hard work and a great environment. Apply today at 800 Wabash Avenue South, Brewster, Ohio. That's 800 Wabash Avenue South. Brewster Cheese is where your future begins.
At Your Table Cafe and Catering is located at 365 Towpath Avenue, Suite B, a small business that prides themselves on making quality food from family recipes where everything is homemade from the heart. You can enjoy breakfast or lunch at the cafe, or they can cater for your special occasion. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on their website, which is at yourtablecafe.com. Call them at 330-408-7771.
High school football exemplifies the true meaning of teamwork. At Friends and Family Credit Union, our team of local friendly professionals offer the same true spirit for our members with a wide array of products from vehicle loans to personal loans, family secure checking with ID Protect, mortgage, home equity line of credit, and more. For over 60 years, we have the game plan for your financial well-being. Visit any of our 3 online or mobile banking. Now, more than ever, it's time to bring a family.
When the job calls for skill, reliability, and a team that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, call Dirty Hands Excavating. Family owned and operated by Marissa and Brandon Carl, Dirty Hands is a proud IBEW and NECA contractor, bringing you quality work with honest values. So when you want it done right, call the pros who care. Dirty Hands at 330-327-3487. That's 330-327-3487. Dirty Hands, a contractor who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty. Future.
This is head coach AJ Sarbaugh from the Fairless Falcons. You're listening to on Q92 Sports Network.
All right, well, we are still here at halftime in Fairless. It's Fairless 7, Northwest 0. We're going to look around the area and get some scores. At halftime, it is Perry 7, Green nothing. You know, very close game. Everyone thought it would be. Both teams are scrapping, trying to earn a spot in their region. Very important game for both teams. Perry trying to get back on board. Green trying to get that win streak of 3 games in a row. So Massillon 21, Warren Harding 3. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Still another good game. good little rivalry between those two schools the last few years. Massillon able to come out on top the 2 previous years, and looks like they're in control again. So 2 minutes left in the second quarter over at Lake. It is Hoover 14, Lake 14. And that is a very, very good Federal League ball game. Hoover has implications to try to win the Federal League or the Federal League with McKinley. West Branch 34, Carrollton nothing. Go in the second quarter. And just right before that was Hurst to Thomas for a 40-yard touchdown pass. Alliance 21, Minerva nothing. That is in the second quarter. McKinley 21, Jackson nothing. 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
I actually think that Hoover needs, Polar Bears to actually beat McKinley to help him get out with a share of the title.
It is the only time I don't think Hoover would ever admit it, but they're kind of secretly cheering Bears so they can get a share of the Federal. Jackson's got their work cut out for him with McKinley. Very, very good ball team this year they have over at Canton. So once again, we are still at halftime. Fairless's band is on the field. The Falcons lead 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
Looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Rooster Cheese, the largest Swiss cheese manufacturer in the country, is hiring energetic production team members in Brewster, Ohio. Enjoy competitive wages, amazing benefits, a free on-site clinic, fitness center, family holiday parties, and so much more. Join a team that values hard work and a great environment. Apply today at 800 Wabash Avenue South, Brewster, Ohio. That's 800 Wabash Avenue South. Brewster Cheese is where your future begins.
RG Dreg, Stark County's premier career center, offers programs that prepares its students at the high school level for careers and continued education beyond high school. Upon completion, RG Dreg students have an immediate opportunity to obtain a well-paying job in many exciting career fields. We offer everything from culinary, dental assisting, engineering, sports turf and landscape, welding, and so much more. Contact RG Dreg to find a program and career that's the perfect fit for you. RG Dreg, where careers begin.
Looking for unique, handcrafted treasures? Come explore Cozy Cottage Market, a locally owned gem in Canal Fulton. With 34 amazing local vendors, you'll find everything from bath and body products, home decor, and chocolates to local honey, hot sauces, and seasonings. Join us for our monthly outdoor markets full of community charm and one-of-a-kind finds. We're at 919 Cherry Street East in Heritage Square, just 2 doors down from Don Brand's Pizza. Cozy Cottage Market Shop. Support local and love what you find.
Northeast Ohio knows football, and Sarshone Auto Group knows Northeast Ohio. As an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, Sarshone Auto Group serves our community with the best selection and the best service. From Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and more. From the toughest trucks to the SUVs that fit your family. Sarshone Auto Group, an official partner of the Cleveland Browns, and the place where Northeast Ohio comes to drive. Visit sarshone.com.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back here at halftime at Fairless High School. The score is Fairless 7, Northwest nothing. Ryan, great first half. Let's hear some of the stats for our first half.
Rittenbach, quarterback for the Fairless Falcons, is 4 for 95 yards and a touchdown. Troy McVicker running the ball has 5 touches for 25 yards. Wide receiver Brown, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. And Cameron Carl has 6 yards passing. Penalty-wise, the Falcons are at 25 yards. For the Northwest Indians, we have Joey Medor, 10 for 45 yards. We have Venables 4 for 6 yards. That's running the ball. Venables is 8 for 35 and 1 interception using his arms. Abe Lazarus is 1 for 4. Logan Allman is 1 for 5. And Ty Lipkins is 1 for 10. Last week we mentioned Northwest Indians only gave up 9 yards in passing. Tonight, they're almost at 100 yards in one half. It is just crazy. Like we said early in the game, some confusion, which led to that. The DBs, linebackers were confused on how to line up or who was going to blitz.
And speaking of confusion in that 86-yard touchdown pass, here is the only score of our ball game so far this evening. Northwest showing blitz, brings the house, has a man downfield, and it is caught by Fairless. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. He is being chased. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Fairless. And able to take that all the way to the house for Fairless was number 9, Bronson Brown, able with that 56-yard catch and run. Fairless doing a nice job of controlling the tempo, controlling the game, just like Sarball mentioned in the pregame.
Yeah, it's what they wanted to do is control the ball, control the clock. They are keeping Northwest guessing on what they're going to do offensively and defensively. And Fairless, has done a great job with watching film on these Indians and picking apart everything that they could and possibly run out of any formation that they show on that field.
Yeah, and on the other side of the ball, you have Northwest, where they can't seem to get themselves into a rhythm. As soon as they do, as soon as they make a big play, there's going to be a flag on it. And it's just been every drive, there's been a penalty that's kind of set them back and unable to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, luckily for this, for the Indian fans that are possibly not here in attendance, that are listening at home, one of the great things, I was looking at one of the things that John DeMarco sent me earlier this week, and it was the stat line. They have scored their most points in the third quarter. So they're one of the teams that, play around that first half. They try to fill out their opponents, and then in the third half, they come out, they score, they get their drives going, they make the plays they need to make, and end up their third quarter is what helps them end up winning these last few weeks.
Yeah, they're definitely a second-half team. Coach DeMarco and staff does a great job of assessing the first half, making corrections, and adjusting their style of play for the second half to put them in position to pull ahead. So the band is off the field. We're still waiting for both teams to make their way back out on the field. While we're waiting for them, we're going to step aside.
Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking about it. It's the local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on AM 1310 WDPN.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back. Both teams are making their way back out onto the field. Ryan, coming into the second half, if you're Coach DeMarco, what are you saying to your team? What adjustments are you making? What do you got to do to get back into this ball game? You're down by a score, but you're struggling to move the ball.
Like you said, we're struggling to move the ball. So I'm going in there, first of all, I'm getting on my offensive line because for the 5th straight week, we're entering the third quarter with multiple penalties from that team that is stopping their offense. So I'm getting on them a little bit. I'm telling them make their blocks. Make sure they're helping the guys like Joey Mendor to get extended plays. Help Braden Venables to get downfield. Help Ty Lipkins get open. And your playmakers, you got to get your playmakers involved. And it's not just your running back crew. It is also getting Abe Lazarus in there. It's also getting Logan Allman ready to go. It is getting Ty Lipkins in there. You got to get these guys rolling, and they got to take control of this game.
So for the other side of the field, if you're Coach Sarbaugh, what are you saying to your Falcons as you go into halftime with a 7-0 lead?
You know, if I'm AJ Starball, I'm telling my guys, hey, second half, the game is 0-0. Now let's go out here and win these 24 minutes. 7-0. You know, still do what you're doing out there. Make your plays, make your blocks. They're going to come out, stay in the same defense, make your blocks, make your keys, make your blocks, keep your lanes open, and just be ball playmakers.
So both teams have a game plan coming out of halftime. Fairless talked about it beginning of the game is they want to control time of possession. They did a beautiful job in the first half of doing it, not giving up the big plays. Northwest and Coach DeMarco talked about not giving up the big plays, and unfortunately they weren't able to, so they find themselves down 7-0. And we are just about ready to set things off here to start the second half. Northwest is finishing up stretching. Falcons are coming to the sidelines. Just a beautiful night here. Your first fall crisp night that we had, and it is so surprising that it is in week 9 that we're finally, have to pull the jackets out and the sweatshirts out here in the second half.
Yeah, I'll take this in week 9 any day. Down there pregame, I was talking to the coaches, one of the assistant coaches from Northwest. He was like, man, I can't believe week 9, I'm still able to wear shorts, but still have a hoodie or something on and still be comfortable. And I told him, I was like, I'll take it as long as the good Lord gives it to us.
Yeah, and it is a different sight to see, especially here in Northeast Ohio, because you're used to the wet, cold towards week 9, and we've had a real blessed fall so far this year. A couple quick. Willoughby able to get on the board with a field goal. We have Jackson able to get on the board just before halftime with a field goal. Also, Carrollton able to score a touchdown right before halftime on a 4-yard touchdown run. That score is now 41-7.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting there. Like I've told you before, I'm an EBC guy at heart. I follow those guys around a lot. Last week against the Lions, Tim Cooper actually backed the Dogs off in the second half. They didn't score a touchdown because he's saving his guys because they're a little banged up. And I bet you they're going to do the same thing tonight. They're going to back off the Dogs. They're going to rest some guys because they've already got a week 1 bye in the playoffs no matter how the season ends.
So Northwest brings their receiving team out. Fairless is out to pick the ball off, teeing it up for the Fairless is number 32, Jameis Robinson. And back deep is Joey Medor and Almond for Northwest. All right, so the whistle blows. It is teed up. And the second half has begun. Joey Medor to receive it. He fumbles the ball, and it is fumbled and pushed out of bounds. Joey Medor getting lucky on that one. Ball is going to be about the 27-yard line.
Mike, as we talk about, what would you do if you're Northwest Indians? And what they do, they came out with the KOR team, and they put Joey Medor back there instead of having Logan Allman and Abe Azarez.
Yeah, and Allman was on the far side, but they traded out their normal guys for their speed guy and almost bit them. So shotgun formation for Venables. Medor fakes the handoff, Bubble screen out to Almond. Almond trying to make a man miss, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Falcons read that play all. So it brings up second down here for the Indians. 2nd and 11.
As we look back at the first half for the Indians offense, we have 3 drives from them, a punt, and a huge interception that they gave up.
So shotgun, Venables rolling out, looking to throw. Great coverage downfield. He throws it towards the sideline, has Amon, and he catches it and pushed out of bounds. Beautiful job getting his feet down there by Amon, and that's enough for an Indians first down. So that brings up 1st and 10 for the Indians. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Logan Allman is another guy for this Indians offense that's been quiet so far this game.
No, snap is back. Hand off to Joey Medor. He has a hole and room to go. 50, brought down at the 45-yard line. There is a flag on the play. Late flag coming in. We'll have to see what that is all about.
They pretty much threw it by the ball runner, so I'm going to guess probably face mask.
Yep, you are correct there, Ryan. We have a face mask on Fairless. So that is first down. That moves the ball from the 44-yard line all the way down to the 30-yard line for the Indians.
That's not a 15-yard penalty that you want to give up to this team that's coming out real hot right now.
Especially coming out of halftime. So Venables looking, Medor backfield with him. Snap is back, fakes the handoff, has Lazarus out on the side, and he is brought down after about an 8-yard gain on the play. Coming out throwing here to start the second half. Gilchrist in on the tackle. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Joey Medor up the middle. Following his blockers, he's all the way down to the 10, and he is brought down for a gain of about 8 on the carry. Beautiful job by that Northwest offensive line. Brought down by number 56, Caleb Rotterbush.
This Northwest offensive line is great in the trenches. They're very physical, and they've been iffy on the penalties, but mostly disciplined too.
So, shotgun formation. Snap is back. Blitz is coming. Hand off to Joey Medor. He has a little bit of a lane, and he picks up 5, and he is brought down at the 5-yard line.
We're doing the ball carrier. Number by Vaughn.
Brought down by Vaughn. Vaughn making a touchdown-saving tackle there for the Falcons. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 5. Snap is back. Hand off to Medor again. He's got a little bit of a room following his blockers, and he falls into the end zone for the Northwest touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run by Joey Medor, and Northwest gets on the board coming out of halftime.
What a great job from Joey Medor and Brendan Venables. They just marched down the field. They followed the offensive line. They stayed pretty much behind them all the way down there and just inch by inch, a couple yards here, a big play here, and they did a great job marching down the field to the score.
So, Chance in to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good right through the middle of the uprights. So, Falcons 7, Indians 7 as we are just out of halftime. Beautiful drive by Northwest to open up the second half.
It's one of those adjustments they needed. Like you said, Mike, earlier, they're a second half team, and they're showing why. They opened the field. They got Joey Medor even more involved. They got Venables more involved with his feet. They got Logan Allman, who's been quiet this whole game, even on the defense side of the ball, to catch some beautiful passes to help put him in good position. Now, the Fairless defense did help him out with that 15-yard penalty. That's going to haunt him, but end up score for the Indians.
Well, and a big thing is Northwest came out passing, and I think Fairless was expecting more of the run, so they used the pass to keep Fairless honest, and then we're able to open everything up with the run.
Yeah.
So, Northwest ready to kick the ball off. Back deep is number 1 and number 9. Carl and Brown back deep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they weren't ready for the pass. For people who don't know, coaches usually change film and you get the last 3 weeks prior to your game, and they've done a lot of running more than passing, so that's what they probably practiced.
So Ben Shantz ready to kick it off here. Kick is up and deep. Caught by number 1 at about the 10. A nice little hole. He is up to the 33-yard line. Carl on the return.
Now a little highlight of the Fairless Falcons on offense here for the first half. Punted twice, had an 86-yard bomb to the house, punted again, and then got the ball back right before half knockout to take a 7-0 lead.
First and 10 for Fairless. Ball on the yard line. First time getting the ball here in the second half. Empty backfield for Retterbrock. Snap is back. Hand off on that jet sweep to Carl. He has a little bit of room to run. He's at the 40. He has all day 50, 40. He is going to be caught and brought down at about the 35-yard line. I am scanning the field for a flag because it's been one of those evenings, and we are flag free. Fairless coming out first play of the second half with a big play.
From Cameron Carl there. But I'm going to give a shout out because he held a block, and he just stayed with that block about 25 yards down the field.
So that was a 40-yard run. Man in motion. Retterback's going to keep it himself going on that left side, and he is brought down after about a gain of 2 on the play. Brought down by number 7, Campbell. So it brings up second down for the Falcons. Ball on the 23-yard line. Retterback going to this to actually get a play from the coach this time. Fairless breaks the huddle. Ritterbeck. Snap is back. Looking to throw. Pump fakes. Rolls out to the right. He's going to try to keep it himself, but he is shoved out of bounds. Nowhere to go. Number 42, Jacob Garber, able to chase him down. Garber came from all the way in the backside, read it, and was able to push him down on the far side of the field.
Garber is basset hound when it comes, as in hunting. He will track the ball straight to it to help make a play for his Indians.
So Northwest making some defensive line subs. Fairless coming out. Shotgun formation. McVicker, Ritterbeck's right-hand side. Snap is back. Ritterbeck looking to throw. Blitz is coming. He steps up into the pocket. No one open. He finds somebody, and it is caught. It gets through the defense, and it is caught. We're trying to see who grabbed it. Aiden Curtis able to come up with that for a Fairless first down. Lipkins went up for the interception and just went past his hand. Ritterback shotgun formation. McVicker in motion. Handoff to McVicker on that left side. Lowers his shoulder. Nowhere really to go. He is brought down by a host of Indians at the line of scrimmage.
Kicker over the left side.
We have a sideline warning against Northwest. So second down.
On John DeMarco there, giving that referee an earful down there.
Yes, he did. He was quite far out onto the field. So Fairless comes out 2nd and 10. They're still able to get a first down here. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Going to reverse. He's looking to throw. Carl's nowhere to go. Trying to reverse field. And he is been brought down at about flags flying everywhere. But that is about a loss of 4 on that play.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple unsportsmanlike. It might be offsetting, but definitely a couple coming because, the running back did get tackled there pretty hardly, and everybody wanted it because he was pulling on the jersey, sprinting him around.
Yeah. So we're trying to dead ball, personal foul, Northwest. So after that big play for Northwest defense, you get a dead ball, personal foul. And that's not what you want if you're Coach DeMarco.
No, especially when you're on the 20-yard line about to punch it in. Or the opponent's about to punch it in.
So that ball will be just shy of the 10-yard line. Quarterback looking to the sideline for the play. Coach Harbaugh is not happy about something, screaming on the sidelines. So it is 3rd and 10. It was not an automatic first down. Snap is back, empty backfield. Ritterback looking to throw, rolling out to the left, nothing there. He is being chased in the backfield by number 55, running, trying to get something. He's going to tuck it and go. He's at the corner, reaches, but I think he's going to be shoved out about the 1-yard line by number 34, Connor Stevenson. But we have a flag down in the backfield. I think that one is coming back, Ryan.
Oh, it is coming back. As you were calling the action there, I was watching the play roll out. Number 55, who broke through on defense, was chasing the quarterback around. He turned around and got shoved in the back. So he's going to get a push in the back here.
And that's what we get called. Vincent Latimer on that pursuit. Beautiful job breaking through. I think he would have had him if he wouldn't have got shoved from behind. So the officials are talking it over here. Block in the back on Fairless. So that's going to push him back to their original starting point there, Ryan. And that's going to stay 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, what do you got in the playbook for 3rd and 20?
Ball is going to be on the 20 there. So, man in motion. Retterbeck screening the defense. Snap is back, looking to throw. Blitz is coming. He's rolling out to his left. Going to go back to his right. And he is going to be brought down and just able to get the throw off. Able to throw that as he was falling. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 20. Looks like they are going to bring the field goal unit out on the field for Fairless. 7:03 here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was Abe Rogers that was there as he was throwing it.
So Jameis Robinson set to attempt this field goal.
Just about a 38-yard field goal.
Snap is back. It is blocked. Blocked by number 2. Beautiful job there by Lazarus. Able to get through the line and get a hand up and block it. So that is a turnover on downs after that block field goal attempt. It's coming in with after that big. So Venables and his offense coming out. Shotgun formation, Medor to his right. Venables scanning the defense, snap is back, handoff to Medor, has a nice little hole, sidesteps, and he is brought down after a gain of 4 on the play. He is brought down by number 55, Ethan Miller, there to help him. So it brings up second down. 6:36 left to go here in the third quarter. Venables in the shotgun, Medor to his right. Snap is back. There is a flag on the play. We're going to get a false start on the offense. They are calling it. Looks like it's going to be on Lazarus.
Yeah, that pre-jitter jump wasn't getting ready to go.
So that's going to push him back here. So still second down. 2nd and 11. Venables has the play. Barking it out to his offensive line. Snap is back. Looking to throw. Rolls out to his right. Has Almond downfield. He launches it. Has Almond wide open. Almond catches it and he's out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And they are saying he stepped out of bounds. They are saying his foot was out of bounds and it is not a catch. So not able to get 2 feet in was Almond. So that is an incomplete pass. Brings up third down for the Indians.
What a beautiful play, though. End up in heartbreaker right there.
Almond did a great job of getting separation. Venables just put a little too much on it. So ball's on the 27-yard line. It is 3rd and 11. Third quarter, 7-7 ball game. Man in motion is Almond. Blitz coming for Fairless off the edge. There is a whistle on the play. We are going to get a timeout Northwest right before the ball was snapped. DeMarco not liking what he sees.
Johnny DeMarco, I don't think he called timeout. I think he did one of those Kirby Smarts. They're clapping.
So that's Northwest's first timeout of the half. They still have 2 left. Both teams are going to talk it over here. So Northwest trying to get this drive rolling. Fairless doing a nice job on the defensive end. Got lucky there with Almond stepping out of bounds with his right foot. And it was just barely, Ryan. Like, not a whole lot there.
It's one of those things that I wish we had a video replay on the scoreboard of, just so you can see how close it was, actually.
Yeah, because, I mean, just about everybody thought it was a catch. I think even some of the Fairless guys were starting to move downfield, and then the back official there saying, no, he was out of bounds. So, brings up 3rd and 11 here for the Indians. Fairless Falcons fans are on their feet, ringing those cowbells. Venables shotgun formation. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Medor. He's going to step up in the pocket. Nowhere to go, and he gets brought down right before the line of scrimmage by number 5, Peter Snavely. Just a beautiful job of collapsing that pocket by Fairless. That brings up 4th down and 9. So back deep for Fairless is Carl and Brown. Garber set to punt it away for the Indians on this 4th down. Ball's on their 28-yard line. Snap is high. Punt gets off. It's off the side of his foot. Not a great punt. It is going to bounce and roll out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Great field position for Fairless. So Fairless offense comes back out onto the field after putting together a nice drive, but had their field goal attempt blocked. Mikey Ritterbeck brings his offense out onto the field. He has an empty backfield with him. Man in motion, snap is back. Fakes the handoff to Carl. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, but he is wrapped up right away. A gain of about maybe 3 on the play, brought down by the big defensive lineman. And he is slow to get up. So we have an Indian down on the field. I can't really make out the number right now. So while there is an injury on the field, we are going to step aside.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season, and even classics going all the way back to 2016. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call, or the thrill of the game. Q92 Radio on SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season. Looking for your home for local sports? Head over to Q92Radiosports.com, the official website of Q92 Sports Network. Catch every live broadcast of high school games and Mount Union sports. Stay up to date with the latest local sports stories. Check scores from around the area and never miss a game with our full broadcast schedule. It's everything sports all in one place. Q92Radiosports.com, your local sports connection.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN. Hey, sports fans, want the latest local sports news, game photos, coach and player interviews, and live play-by-play coverage? Then follow Q92 Sports on social media now. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Like, follow, and subscribe today. Catch the highlights, relive the moments, and stay connected to your hometown teams. Q92 Sports, your home for everything local sports. Real teams, real action, real coverage. Follow Q92 Sports on social media.
This is high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on Q92 and the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back here at Fairless where the score is 7-7 with the Northwest Indians. We still have a Northwest Indians player down on the field to start this second half. So we're kind of just trying to figure out who it is. A lot of guys and coaches standing around him. So he is slow to get up. Was trying to get to his feet there. And it looks like it is number 52 for the Indians, Colin Smith. So he is being helped to the sidelines. Coaches are making their way off the field. Looked like it might have been an ankle injury. So Fairless's offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, he was favoring that right ankle there. It looked like a lot.
Shotgun formation. McVicker in motion. Snap is back. Rettenbeck going to keep it himself. He's going to follow McVicker, shoving him right through the hole, and he picks up first down and more. A gain of about 8 on the QB keeper. So he gets brought down by number 2, Lazarus, able to come up and make the tackle. So Fairless taking their time, getting their play call in. Fairless comes to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield for Ritterbeck. Carl in motion, just fumbles the snap, and he's just going to fall on it. That is a loss of 5 for Fairless. You know, Ritterbeck just looked to the side and didn't have full control. Hit him in the shoulder and fell to the ground. Luckily, he was able to.
When he goes, it looks like when he goes back into empty backfield there, with Carl coming around for that jet sweep, it's a jet sweep read, and I think they're reading this last end here, figure out what he's going to do, whether he's going to keep it or not.
So it is 2nd and 17, ball on the 45-yard line. 3:39 left to go in the third quarter. Snap is back, going to drop back to throw. Looking for a man, going to roll out to his right. Still looking, gets rid of it. He is going to be out of bounds, unable to control the ball and stay in bounds. So that'll down. 2 was the intended receiver, Curtis. Great coverage there by Campbell, and Allman able to come over and help.
And so far, the second half, Rittenback is 3 completions for 5 attempts for 48 yards.
So change of some personnel. Rittenback coming to the sideline to get the play. 3:27 here left to go in the shotgun formation, empty backfield. Rittenback scanning the field. Blitz is coming right up the middle and the edge. Gonna unload it downfield, and it is incomplete. Connor Stevenson able to put his hand up and knock that ball down. It's intended for number 9, Brown.
Coming down, and it became incomplete with the Northwest defense there. A lot of these fans in these stands wanted an interference call. Unfortunately, though, your DB and the receiver both have equal rights to the ball, and it was pretty clean, actually. There was no grabbing, there was no pushing.
So brings up 4th and 17. Fairless going to set the punt this away. Allman back deep. Snap is back. Punt is up high. Punt. Fair Allman, and he is going to catch it. The 10-yard line was where the Indians here into the third quarter. So 7-7 ball game. Indians bringing their offense out.
Yeah, so far this half, the Northwest Indians, their first drive, they just marched down the field, following lead blockers, Joey Medor, in for a touchdown. The second one was not so great as they punted it away. And as you said, now here comes the third offensive possession this half.
So shotgun formation. Medor next to Venables. Snap is back, handoff to Medor. Going to make one man miss, driving and pushing the pile, and he's going to be close to that first down. Gain of about 9 on the carry. So a quick score update. On a double reverse, Perry throws a 50-yard touchdown pass, and they lead Green 21-7 now in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Snap is back to Venables. He's going to keep it himself, go right up the middle, has a couple yards, enough for that first down. So Northwest Indians pick up a first down on that play. 2:37 left to go in this quarter. Another score update. 7:39 left in the third. It is Hoover 14, Lake 20. So a little bit of confusion here for the Northwest offense. They're moving receivers around. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Handoff to Medor. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by number 2. Hunter Dean. Nowhere to go for Joey Medor. So that brings up second down.
Yeah, so far this half, Joey Medor has 7 carries for only 31 yards and that touchdown.
So shotgun formation still. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw. He's going to tuck it. He has a big hole to run. and he is ankle tackled after about a gain of 3 on the play.
Venables tripped up now.
Venables so far this drive, I should say, is 2 carries for 8 yards.
Sheets just able to get his hand on that foot and bring down Venables to save that big run. So 3rd down. Snap is back. Venables looking to throw out deep, and it is intercepted again. Picked off to 20, 10, 5, touchdown, pick 6, Fairless. So Fairless comes up with a big defensive play with under a minute left to go in the 3rd quarter. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication between the receivers and quarterback out there for Northwest.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't usually see, especially with Venables to Logan Allman out there. We don't see miscommunication like that all the time.
So Robinson set to attempt the extra point here. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good through the uprights. So Fairless gets on the board with a pick 6. Falcons 14, Northwest Indians 7. 59 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ryan, what a beautiful read out there for the defense.
Yeah, it was a great job for the defense out there reading that ball, reading that little pass that was intended to Logan Allman. And like I said, we usually don't see Venables to Allman, but Logan Allman did not even attempt to turn around to see where the ball was, almost as if the ball was to him.
So Northwest setting up for their return. Falcons coming out to kick it off. Robinson going to tee it up. Back deep is Medor and Almond for Northwest.
You know, if I'm the Fairless, I'm trying to kick this back to Joey Medor, especially with the last time they tried to kick it to him and it slipped right through his hands.
Robinson setting this up. Kick is up and deep. Joey Medor is going to get it about the 5. He's out to the 20. Makes a man miss. He is brought down at about the 27-yard line, and that's where the Indians will take over with 53 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that Fairless kick team was trying to lay the wood on Joey Medor right there, trying to get him to fumble.
I'd like to remind you the concession stand now has.
So some score updates. Alliance 35, Minerva 0 in the 3rd quarter. McKinley 27, Jackson 3. So handoff. Fakes the handoff, going to throw it out. And that is about a gain of 5 there for Northwest for Venables to, it looks like Lipkins was able to bring that one in on the sidelines. We got an official's timeout here.
You know, Mike, as we get this official timeout and they figure out what's going on in that field, I was just looking at the scores for this PAC league here. Triway is up right now 21-0 against Central Catholic. And Manchester is only beating Orville 21-14.
And if you're Northwest fans, you are scoreboard watching right now, especially trying to keep tabs. So it looks like we had a penalty on the play. And that is going to move Northwest up to about the 47-yard line and give them a 1st down.
You know, for being about a 15-yard penalty here, I'm going to say it was an unsportsmanlike or either a horse collar.
So Venables shotgun looking to throw that bubble screen, and it is dropped by Almond. Logan Almond looked downfield first and not able to bring that in, so that is going to bring up second down. A unusual drop there by Logan Almond. Fairless doing a nice job here on defense of reading those bubble screens, not letting anything happen. So Venable shotgun formation. Medor to his left. Trips also to their left. Lipkin single receiver up top. Snap is back. Hand off to Medor. He's got a little bit of room. Lowers his shoulder and gets about 4 on the carry.
Medor, the ball carrier. Tackled by Vaughn and Bugler. Third down.
Green with a 25-yard touchdown pass. Honka to Reed. Green 14, Perry 21, third quarter. So this brings up third down and 5. Ball on the 48-yard line. Looks like we are going to get a timeout. Northwest.
You know, and one of the best things.
Oh, no, it's going to be end of quarter. I'm sorry. So the clock wore down. Is not a Northwest timeout. It is the end of the third quarter with the score Fairless 14, Northwest 7. Sorry, it's hard for us to see this scoreboard. We've got to lean way forward here in the press box.
You know, the floors are in the stands, high, waving. They're ready to rock and roll this fourth quarter. AJ Starberg was greeting his team just a little bit as they switch sides on the field and get ready for a little timeout, kind of. You know, Starberg probably told the same, like, keep it up, guys. This is what we needed to do. We needed to control the game. And so far, 3 quarters in, that's what they have done. They have controlled the ball the first half, scored a touchdown. The second half, they've controlled the ball, got it pick 6 to lead the Northwest Indians.
So it is going to be fourth quarter here. I mean, Fairless has come in with the game plan. They have run it to a T. Northwest is scrapping, trying to stay in this ball game. It is 3rd and 5, ball on the 48-yard line. Venables in the shotgun, takes the handoff from Medor, throws it out, caught right at the sticks by number 8, Ty Lipkins. And they're going to mark him short of the first down.
Bring up fourth down.
So it is going to be 4th and 1.
You know, here, 4th and 1, you got to go for it. It's late in the game. You got to load it up. You got to get that wing tee. You got to get your 4 running backs out there. You got to get your guys the ball because these offensive linemen, this is what they're built for this Northwest Indians. They are built for the pressure. They are built to push and extend plays.
Big third down, Venable shotgun. Looking to try to get snap back, handoff to Joey Medor, pushing forward. He is close to the first down. Falcons think that he didn't get it. We will see where they spot the ball. It is going to be close, Ryan.
With the official on.
And he is going to be short. And it's Falcons ball, turnover on down. Joey Medor just falls about half an inch short. Big stop by the Fairless Falcons.
You know, if I'm John DeMarco, though, I'm trying to argue to measure that just because, as I was saying before that, the official on their sideline had him marked just short. But the official on the sideline for the Falcons had him past the first down marker. I would have fought for the measure.
So shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to McVicker. Looking to throw. Has a man in the flats. He is met as soon as he caught it. Fights for more yards. He is over the 50-yard line and close to the first down marker. Snavely with a beautiful job of yards after contact. So it brings up 2nd and 1 for the Falcons.
If you're Northwest, your defense, you got to get on your guys. This is not a hang your head moment. This is not to let go. This is, hey, let's make stops. Let's get the ball back. Let's get it back to our guys.
There is 10:33 left to go in this ball game. Plenty of time. Fairless taking their time to get to play. Rhetoric shotgun formation. McVicker next to him. Snap is back. He's going to keep it himself to the left side. Has a little bit of room, but he is brought down. Number 53 in on that tackle, Jeremy Cadill. But that is enough for a Falcons first down, just barely. So 1st and 10, ball on the 46-yard line, excuse me.
And you say that tackle was by Jeremy Cotto, but John Campbell afterwards came in and tried to lay the stick on him just to help try to force a fumble there.
So Fairless breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage, empty backfield for Mikey Ritterbeck. Carl in motion, hand off to Carl. He makes one man miss, gains about 2 on the play before he is brought down.
Carl, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Connor Stevenson.
There has been a wallet foul. If you're missing a wallet, go to the concession stand.
So Fairless doing a nice job of just letting the clock wind while they get their play to come in. They know they have the lead. They don't want to give Northwest the ball back.
Hey, you're definitely wanting to eat all the clock here because you're going to force things for Northwest to force things now.
Pistol formation. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. Throws the bubble screen. Makes one man miss. And only gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage as number 2, Hunter Dean.
No, actually,
there's a fumble on the play.
Fumble
on the play. They say Northwest able to pick the ball up. Big defensive play. Garber able to recover that for the Indians.
Now, for our listeners, we can try to set the tone here for that fumble because they were literally, if you were watching the game and they see how close the football is and there's one grass blade, that's how far that fumble was from staying inbounds for the Northwest to take over and try to get a score here.
So Venables, shotgun formation, Medor to his right, drops back, looking to throw, has a man downfield, and he overthrows him, almost intercepted. Intended receiver was Lazarus, but laying out was number 24, CJ Pumnio, able to get his fingertips on it but not bring it in, brings up 2nd down.
We're seeing a throwing game from Northwest with a lot of miscommunications from their quarterback to their receivers, where it's almost like Lazarus is almost a jog instead of a full sprint out there.
Yeah, so it brings up 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation for Venables. Falcons bringing a blitz, low snap. Venables going to keep it himself, has a little bit of room, gets 5, and he is brought down. Brought down by number 12, Jack Kirby.
Tackle made by Kirby. 3rd down.
So it is a big 3rd down for Northwest Indians. 8:14 left to go here in the ball game. Northwest down by a touchdown. Snap is back for Venables. Venables going to roll out to his right. Has a man open downfield, tries to throw it, and he overthrows him out of bounds. Intended receiver was Ty Lipkins. Venables hit as he throws. Number 5 applying the pressure. Snavely. So it is 4th down for Northwest. They are going to punt it away with 8 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that was a quick 3 and out here for the Northwest Indians. Something we're not used to seeing for them. A lot of miscommunication from the receiver.
So snap is back. It's high. Garber's going to get a nice punt away. Fielded at about the 15-yard line by Brown. And he is brought down at about the 25-yard line is where Fairless will take over. So 1st and 10 Falcons, 7:52 left to go in this ball game.
Hot dogs on sale at the concession stand.
Northwest defense coming out. Got to make a big stop or a big play here again. Fairless has to hold on and control the clock here.
And if you're Northwest, you're trying to do the same thing you did last time. You got to try to force things. You got to try to force a fumble. You got to try to force an interception.
So snap is back. Shovel pass to McVicker. He gets about 3 on the play. Brought down by number 34, Connor Stevenson. So it is 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line for Fairless. Clock is ticking away. 7:30 left to go. Total. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Man in motion. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff to McVicker. Rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He is being chased by Garber. Throws it, and he just throws it away. Intended receiver was number 1, Carl. Garber chasing him down, forcing that bad pass. Good decision there by Retterbeck, not taking the sack and not throwing it into coverage. So it's down and 6 here for Fairless. Big stop here for the Northwest Indians to convert a first down to keep that clock moving.
Yeah, your DBs need to pay attention to the sticks here. How far they are from the sticks from the
So
first down.
shotgun, looking to throw. Going to roll out to his right. Nobody open. He's got room to run. He throws it. He was close to being over the line of scrimmage, and there is a flag.
Yeah, I'm going to say he was past the line of scrimmage.
We will see what the receiver was. Carl. Carl had just a overthrow there. So illegal forward pass by Mikey Ritterbeck. He was over the line of scrimmage. So that's going to push the ball back.
You know what, though?
And that is a loss of down after they push the ball back.
I was going to say, if that wasn't going to say, if I was John DeMarco, I would have been arguing I want the 4th down instead of the yardage.
Loss of down and so it brings up 4th down and 9 for Fairless. 6:53 left to go. Back deep is Almond. Punt is up, and it is off the side of the foot. It's going to hit the ground and just kind of die. Lipkin's almost touching it, and is going to be down at the 31-yard line of Northwest.
Yeah, that's one of the things you need on something like that with Lipkin's is your call guy, Almond down there, know where the ball was. Coach, the word was Peter.
I think that's,
stay away from the ball.
I think that's universal on the punt return guys. So Venables bringing his offense out on the field, needs a big drive here for the Indians. 6:42 left in the ball game, down by a score. Still have not seen that heavy set that Northwest likes to run.
This half, no, we have not.
Shotgun formation. Snap is back. Venables with a quick pitch to Medor. Medor has bottled up, maybe kind of scrimmage. There's a flag on the play, though.
Flag on the play.
And it's going to be against Fairless. Face mask against Fairless. So that's going to move the Indians up, and that it's going to be a first down. All the officials look really confused.
Yeah, they called that going to be a 15-yarder or a 10-yarder.
And that looks like a 15-yarder there, Ryan. So, getting a break here. Ball at midfield, the 48-yard line. First and 10, Northwest, 6:35 left to go in the half. Venables, hand off to Joey Medor. Joey Medor looking to break one. He's got a first down and a little bit more. So nice job, Medor. One thing he does really well is he follows his blockers and just pushes them forward to help him out. So in the hurry-up offense, Venables scanning the defense. Shotgun. right, handoff, a little bit of room. He is stopped by his own offensive lineman, but falls forward for about an extra yard on the carry, gain of 5.
Yeah, and that last play, Joey Medor, as we said, does a great job following his offensive lineman. We're used to calling Connor Stevenson on defense, but Joey Medor followed 61, his brother Cole Stevenson, down the field.
Snap is back. Venable's going to try to keep it himself, but he is wrapped up and brought down at the line of scrimmage. Number 65, wrap him up. Grady Vaughn. A big third down here for both teams. Venables making the adjustment at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Medor to his right.
I'm watching tight liftings down here.
Snap is back. Hand off to Joey Medor up the middle, lowering his shoulder, trying to get forward. I don't think he's going to get there, Ryan. Gain of about 3 on the play. So that is going to bring up 4th down. Brought down by the whole defensive line there by Fairless. This is a big, big play in the game. 5 minutes left to go. 4th and 3.
4th and here. This where you need that.
And it's coming in. Garber's coming in. A lot of confusion going on with the substitution. Play clock is at 15.
We got a lot of subs coming in on defense as well. We had 2 guys coming on. Only 1 guy come.
So that heavy forward take the timeout. They have the field. Sarball noticing that he has 2, using that timeout before that penalty. So 4:30 left in this ball game. Big 4th down, as you can hear the crowd super into it.
If you're John DeMarco right now, you're the sound you're making on that sideline is to breathe, because, like you said, there's a miscommunication, trying to bring in that heavy package, trying to run the rock, trying to get those yards, trying to pick up those extra yards. Field that shouldn't need to be coming off the field. Meanwhile, Fairless Falcons are also subbing. Only 1 guy coming out, so they had to call it. They've got hit with 12 guys on the field.
So you have Kellen Renford in on offense, Garber in on offense, Medor in the backfield with Venables. We've seen this formation work the last few weeks for Northwest. Fairless's defense is up and ready for it. Fans are on their feet. Big 4th and 3. Snap is back, looking to throw. Out, has him, is close. Almond is brought down. It is going to be close, Ryan.
They're calling for it.
No, they're giving him the 1st down. They're not even measuring it. Venables' pass is completed for a 1st down. That was right at the sticks, Ryan.
That was I think those are one of those, hey, last time we messed up. This time we're not going to measure, and we're just going to give it to you to make up for that call.
Heavy set stays in. Wing T, handoff to Venables. He's going, handoff to Medor. Medor makes a man miss, fighting for that 1st down and more. He is close to the marker. They're going to make him just shy. 9-yard run on the carry for Joey Medor. Brought down by number 53, Bo Sheets. Bo Sheets has been all over the field for that Falcons defense. 3:44 left to go in the 4th quarter. Northwest driving to try to tie this thing up. Snap is back. Handoff to Medor. Medor to the left-hand side, following his blockers, has a convoy. He has the 1st down and about 5 more yards.
If I'm the Northwest, I am running that safety. This open field over here, I would want Joey Medor to follow his blockers to the large side of the field and score.
So 3:24 left to go. 1st down, ball on the 13-yard line. Wing T for Northwest. Venables. Snap is back. Handoff to Joey Medor on that weak side again. Falling forward, gain of about maybe 1 or 2. Not much room to work with. 3 minutes left to go here.
Also, if I'm Falcons defensive coordinator. I'm looking at this. This plays their. I'm starting to notice that Northwest favorites their sideline a lot when they run the ball.
So, wing T formation, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Hand off to Medor up the middle. Has a little bit of a hole. He's at the 5. He is pushing, driving, trying to get a little bit more. Looking for that tush push. I'm surprised they haven't called that dead. It is going to be close to that first down marker, Ryan. The clock is ticking. 2:25 left to go. 3rd down.
He is literally the ball away from the first down, it looks like.
3rd down and 1. And leaning over. 3rd and 1. Ball on the 4. Falcons trying to get their fans on their feet in their student section to be loud.
And this is when you're telling Joey Medor, hey, I know you're huffing and puffing, but we need a couple more for me, man.
Snap is back. Hand right side. He's going to step to the left and fall forward. He's going to be close to that first down. Clock is ticking. 1:40. They're calling for a measurement. So that'll stop the clock.
No, they actually gave it to him.
Oh, they did give it to him, which was odd because the far line judge wanted to call for that measurement.
Yeah.
And then the head judge gave him the first down. So it is going to be first down. Ball on the 3-yard line. 1:30 left to go in the ball.
I've seen that too from these officials a lot tonight. In between
Fairless
each other's.
14, Northwest 7. Wing T, handoff to Joey Medor. He's going to the right side. Joey Medor trying to get something going. I'm surprised they haven't called this dead. He has no forward progress. What are they doing there?
That was a stalemate for about 5-10 seconds.
So it is 1:03. We have an officials timeout. Not really sure what's going on. I don't know why they did not blow that dead.
The official timeout is, I think the white cap is talking to his sideline guys saying, hey, what did you see out there? Cannot have this out there because at one point, Joey Medor was tackled from the back and it looked like he got wrapped up.
So number 55 led the way for Fairless on that tackle, Ethan Miller. Northwest is up at the line of scrimmage. They're calling him off the line of scrimmage. If I'm Northwest, I'm giving it to Renford or Garber to switch it up and use their strength.
I agree with that, especially with Garber. Garber is 160 pounds, solid.
So, or 2nd and 3. Snap is back. Medor is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. 48 seconds left to go.
Now, Northwest does have 4 timeouts. I'm surprised they're not using them yet.
3rd down, 35 seconds left. 3rd and 2. So that was a gain of 1 on the play. 30. 27. Northwest taking their time.
A lot.
Northwest finally getting to the line of scrimmage. Heavy set. 6. Snap is back. Hand off to Stevenson. Stevenson falls forward for the touchdown with 10 seconds left on the clock.
Now, the big question is, last week we seen something like this. We seen Tuslaw score late in the game against these Indians. If you're John DeMarco, are you going for the tie or are you going for the win here? This is huge, huge. I'm going to take a fan of going for the tie. Right now, with that huge score, game with a couple of seconds left, the momentum is on your side. Keep it there. Go for the tie.
You got to look. The last few weeks, they have struggled with their kicking.
They have as well.
So 10 seconds left. Falcons 14, Indians 13.
We're going to get a Northwest timeout here.
We are going to get a Northwest timeout. They're going to talk things over. Ryan, you couldn't ask for a better game here in week 9.
And, I keep going back to with Tuslaw losing by 1 point because of the win and not go for the tie. Marco's decision here. The first thing I asked John DeMarco after the game last week was, how does it feel to get this win? And he goes, I feel bad for Brock Dial because I've been in those situations. I've lost games that way. And it's a hard decision because as a coach, this decision right now fully falls on you. Nobody else but you.
So, Northwest coming out. Trying to see what they are. Is out to hold. Ben Shen attempts the game.
Places loud.
Falcons fans are on their feet. Venables to hold. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up.
It is good. There's nothing.
We had a timeout. Fairless.
Oh, ice in the kicker.
Fairless timeout.
Ice in the kicker. If there was no timeout, that kick was
That kick
good.
was good. It was up the middle. So Fairless 3 timeouts here to try Ben Shantz. Big.
Now remember, this game does go into overtime. The overtime rules are college-based rules. Both teams will get the ball on the 20-yard line, get 2 chances to first downs, and the first one to score wins the game.
So a lot of subbing in and out here for Fairless, taking personnel in and out. Northwest making their way out onto the field. Shantz still coming out.
I'm sorry, my correction is not the first team to score in overtime. Both teams will get a chance to score. We'll both get a chance.
So Shantz setting things to hold. $13 Fairless. Northwest trying to tie it here. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is good. Northwest has tied the ball game with 10 seconds left. About as quiet Fairless fans all evening, Ryan.
And I say Fairless has done a great job of sticking to their game plan. They are, people look at their record at 3-5, and they're wondering why they're hanging around with Northwest, who is 5-2. But I'm telling you, this is not no 3-5 team. This team is better than their record shows.
Lot of talent on the field, a lot of playmakers, a lot of art for that Fairless Falcons team as they're set to receive this ball with 10 seconds left. Shant's going to tee it up to kick it. I'm thinking they're just going to.
I'll kick, get that offense out there. If I was him, honestly, I would take a knee and take this into overtime because there's no sense in 10 seconds trying to get people injured on trying to do something crazy.
So Ben Shantz teeing it up. 10 seconds left. Back deep. Brown and Carl. Oh, it is going to be a high kick to the up. I catch it. Number pushed out of bounds at about the 36-yard there on the receiving end. 8 seconds left in the ball game. Pretty decent field position for Fairless by kind of pooch kicking it up there.
If I'm the Fairless Falcons right now, 8 seconds left. I know I said a minute ago that I would play it safe, but I'll try to throw it up to my receiver who's had 86-yard touchdown.
And it looks like a situation here. Overtime. And he is going to take and 4. They're going to let the down 1 And that is the end of regulation. We are heading into overtime. Fairless 14, Northwest 14. We'll be back with OT right after this.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every score, and every big moment all season long on AM 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion Mount Union Purple Raiders. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you Don't Miss a Minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
Missed the big game? Don't worry, Q92 has you covered. Check out our SoundCloud page where you can relive every exciting moment. From high school football, basketball, baseball, and softball to Mount Union football and basketball, we've got it all. That's every broadcast from this season and all the way back. Follow Q92 Radio on SoundCloud and never miss a play, a call of the game. Q92 SoundCloud, your home for every game, every season.
When it comes to sports, Sam Berkwin brings the heat. Catch the Sam Berkwin Show weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on AM 1310 WDPN and streaming live on the WDPN Facebook and X pages, plus the Q92 YouTube channel. From the Browns to the Buckeyes, the Guardians, Cavs, and your local high school teams, if it's making headlines in the sports world, Sam is talking. Local sports talk you want. The Sam Berkwin Show, weekday afternoons on WDPN.
You're listening to High School Football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.
All right, we are back here. What a ball game we have in Week 9. It is Fairless 14, Northwest 14. We are heading into overtime as the end of regulation has went. Northwest putting together a drive. 10 seconds left. They are able to get into the end zone to tie it up on the Ben Shantz extra point. It's just been a back and forth ball game, Ryan.
Yeah, what a chess game we have going here. Just to clarify real quick with our listeners, that with overtime, it is college rules. The ball will be placed on the 20. You have your 4 chances to get a first down. You got your another 4 to score. Both teams will go back and forth till one outscores the next. And as we wait for the ball to get set, Manchester 28, Orville 28, and a huge Pac-7 matchup over there.
Pac-7 dueling it out this evening. We've got a couple finals in our area. Alliance 35-0 over Minerva to get the win. And we have West Branch 48, Carrollton 7 to get the win. So both captains are heading to midfield to see who gets the ball first to start overtime. Carl and Almond are the representatives for both teams.
Now also note too, when I say college rules, so if Fairless would get the ball first, Northwest would get a chance. They would score. Northwest would get the ball back. If it goes into second overtime, then Northwest flips and goes to offense, and then the Falcons go to defense.
All right, so they are going over things. There will be no game clock either. So clock is going to sit at 0.
I believe both teams only get 2 timeouts as well. I could be wrong on that. It's been a very long while since I've seen a overtime in high school football.
Well, luckily we have Google on our side here, and I have brought it up. So starting position, both, like you said, both teams start at the opponent's 20-yard line. Each team gets a series of downs.
And Fairless, Northwest is going to get the ball first, going to the positive 20. Again, not facing the scoreboard here.
So a team can score by a touchdown or a field goal. winning the game. If the score is tied after one overtime period, the game continues to another period. After the second overtime period, the game continues with the same alternating procedure until a winner is determined. Massillon going final. They win over Harding 42-10.
You know, the best thing about overtime football, too, is this is free football, folks. You got the fans in the stands did not have to pay for this at all.
So Northwest has their offense. They are coming out with that wing T heavy set with Garber and Renford and Joey Medore in the backfield. Ball on the 20-yard line. Snap is back, hand off to Joey Medore. He's following his blockers, has 10 yards and more, and he falls forward over the 10-yard line at about the 8. First down for Northwest.
You know, it took 4 quarters for Joey Medore to get his wheels, but here he is. And if you're the Falcons defense, you got to watch out because this guy is hard to bring down and very fast.
So same formation. Snap is back. Hand off to Medore up the middle, following his blockers. He is close. Brought down at about the 3-yard line. Just beautiful job of following his blocking, taking his time and being patient. Medore is going to come out. Connor Stevenson is going to come in for him. They are definitely bringing in the heavy set. You're going to have Connor Stevenson, Kellen Renford, and Jacob Garber in the backfield with Venables. It is 2nd and 3 from the 3-yard line. Snap is back. Hand off to Stevenson, lowers his shoulder. He is driving where he falls forward for the touchdown. So Northwest able to fight their way into the end zone for the first time in overtime. Ben Shantz out to attempt the extra point.
You know, it's one of those things on offense there for the Indians. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And that's what they did. They just kept punching the ball in.
So it's 20-14. Snap is back down. Shantz to kick it. And it is good. So it is 21-14. Northwest. Fairless will now get their opportunity. Final over in Uniontown Lake. Lake 20, Hoover 14.
You know, if I'm the Fairless Falcons right now, I'm kind of doing a copycat, and I'm going to do the same thing that Northwest just did. I'm going to give it to my playmakers. I'm going to give it to Troy McVicker. I'm going to let him run the ball.
So Fairless has the ball, 20-yard line. Snap is back, shotgun formation, looking to throw, has a man, catches it. Number 8, he is off to the races and finds the end zone. One play, Fairless scores. 2, Galinsky for the touchdown. Or Gilkerson, I'm sorry. So Fairless needs to make the extra point.
He's sending the quarterback out.
He is sending the quarterback out. He is going for 2. He wants to end this right now.
Huge play for the Fairless Falcons. Does Northwest win by 1 in 2
So
weeks in a row?
Rittenbach, shotgun formation, man behind him, fakes the handoff to McVicker, looking to throw, rolls out to his left. We have a timeout. Northwest. Timeout Northwest before the snap goes.
A.J. Starberg is down on that field throwing a huge fit because he's seen what I've seen. He had 2 receivers open in the end zone for the score, for the win. He is arguing that they got the timeout off too late. Now, unfortunately, you know, as a coach here, former coach, I should say, I would actually just go for the extra point now, just because the Indians have had time to talk it over.
So Northwest back out onto the field. Fairless still talking things over on the sideline. Scores Northwest 21, Fairless 20. Big play here for Fairless and Northwest.
The referee's blowing for the whistles, telling AJ, hey, we got to get your offense out here, man.
So breaking the huddle on the sideline. Bringing the offense out there. Still going for two. No pistol formation with McVicker behind Ritterbeck. Snap is back. Hand fakes the handoff to McVicker. Rolls out. He has room to go. He dives. He is in for 2 points. Fairless is going to come away with the win. 22-21 over Northwest.
What a game. What a Pac-7 matchup. I tell you what, Mike, we've been following the Pac here for the last couple of weeks here for Q92. And I tell you what, I've seen some of the most football that I've watched in a long time tonight with this Fairless Falcons sticking to a game plan of we're going to control the ball, we're going to control the clock, we're going to come out, and we're going to show Northwest what we're all about.
So Fairless able to convert two to make a 22-21 win over Northwest here in overtime. We will be back right after this.
It's time for Purple Raider football. Catch every snap, every big moment all season. 1310 WDPN. This year, it's even easier to follow the 13-time national champion, Mount Union. Listen live on AM 1310, the WDPN Facebook and X pages, and streaming on the Q92 YouTube channel. Sam Berkwin and Ryan Bevere are back in the booth, bringing you all the action. Don't miss a minute of Mount Union football on AM 1310 WDPN.
And we are back here, final after overtime. Fairless going for two to get the win, 22-21 over Northwest, giving Northwest loss in the Pac, and Fairless winning their first game in the Pac-7. What a ball game we saw here in Week 9. This matchup next week between Northwest and Manchester, and the winner of that is going to take the Pac, depending on how that Manchester game ends this evening. So, wonderful game here we saw this evening. Both teams duking it out, going back and forth. We're going to round things up with some scores in the area. McKinley 40, Jackson 9. And that ball game is about to wrap up. Green defeats Perry 28-21 coming from behind. Lake takes down Hoover 20. Maslin wins 2-10 over Hart. West Branch beats Carrollton 11. Alliance maneuver 35-0. So Week 9 is one for the ages here in Fairless. Just stunning job by the Falcons of not hanging their head after Northwest marched down the field twice. Sarball had his team ready to roll here in overtime and coming up with two big plays to win the ball game. What a game. And we look forward to see what the final week of the season, Week 10, has for us. Once again, I'm Mike Dixon with Ryan Roll. Sports Network presented by Shar Show. We hope you guys enjoyed the ball game. Have a great weekend.
Listening to high school football presented by Sarshone Auto Group on the Q92 Sports Network.